I'm the best ever. I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Yo, bounce guy, go off.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize for absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Wilder's in a world of trouble, closing seconds. Can he weather the storm here in the third round?
And the ball to superlative.
Big right hook, lands flush for Cambosos, and that knocks down Teofimo Lopez. We have ourselves a fight.
Khabib Nurmagomedov gets a triangle choke from up top. Gaethje's out, and the fight is over. The triangle choke for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And Porter gets knocked down. He gets knocked down again. 10th round TKO win. Left uppercut, and then knocks out Leo. It appears he's out cold. The fight is over. It was a counter left uppercut, and just like that, what a left uppercut. I did not see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to admit, what a fight.
Nice celebration or a 3K video. I don't know, man. To hit 3,000 subscribers in like
Right hook to the body for Campbell. Left hook to the body for Garcia. And that knocked down Campbell. It was a left hook to the body. Campbell on the ground. The count is on. Can he make his way up? It appears he can't get up. Campbell on the ground. Trying to stand up. And the fight is over. Ryan Garcia with a 7th round knockdown. What a performance. Guys, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. We're trying to do record numbers today. Ryan Garcia tearing up and crying. What a performance for Ryan Garcia. Welcome. Let's go. Guys, listen. This has been one of the most interesting streams as far as like setting things up, getting ready for it. I just got back home from vacation. So I had escaped again with my mom because of course my mom left the front door open. Had to clean his litter. Had to put the baby to sleep. Had to get man. It has been a wonderful day. No excuses. I'm just throwing all that out there to say I'm glad to be home to be covering some fighting with you guys because this is what I love to do most. And finally, we get a chance to hang out again, guys. Canelo Alvarez is the man that we'll be covering today against Triple G. Guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Andy Galaska says Milwaukee in the building early tonight. Let's go, Andy. Always great to have you, man. Always great to have you hanging out because you always show love, and I appreciate you, man. You always come through for the live commentaries, man. And we just been putting a lot of work in. 57-2 Canelo Alvarez against 42-1 Gennady Golovkin, where that one loss on Gennady's record, I think it's pretty arguable, and I think it's fair to say Gennady never lost that fight. Gennady won that fight, in my opinion. That first fight, I think, is pretty... It was almost pretty clear to me that he won that fight. Now, if we start talking about the second fight, it was a competitive fight. It could have went either way, guys. As far as the second fight, you saw Canelo fighting forward, and he realized in that second fight that he had to walk forward and try to create some offense himself. We saw that Canelo recently lost to Bivol, where like he kind of struggles against that kind of style where, you know, strong, effective jab that Gennady has. But again, Gennady in the same token is up there in age, whether he's going to be able to have the same pace and ferocity that he has had before. We'll see. He looked okay against Ryota Murata, but again, he's up there in age. Let's see what he's able to do tonight. Can't wait to cover it. I was wondering if Gabriel Rosado got the job done earlier today. Maybe you guys could let me know, but I would love to know as well too. And again, Gennady's 40 years old. So he's up there, guys. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. We appreciate you guys being here. It truly means the world to me. Let's have a good, fun time, as we always do, with the best fighting commentary. Sandhagen just stopped Song of Your Dog before the start of the 5th. What a dog. Dillashaw decision looks more like a fluke. Listen, I was able to catch that fight as well, too, man. I feel bad. I don't know if you saw the preliminary cards. I feel bad for Pat Sabatini because he's from Bristol, Pennsylvania, from where I live. And he trains at the gym. I used to train with him here and there at NPR Endurance, and he was a phenomenal fighter, even better person. And he loses in the first round. He got caught with like a front kick, right? If I'm not mistaken. I just saw highlights of it recently. I was able to watch this Sandhagen fight. Sandhagen took some tough shots from Song Yadong and was able to just hang in the pocket. That sharp elbow, beautiful elbow that just split up. I think it was the left side of Yadong's face, and then started taking it from there. Interesting night of fight so far. And so I'm just glad to, bro, I was literally on vacation petting goats, looking at horses. It was nice. So to come back, man, just feels great. What time does Canelo fight start? I think there's one more fight before the main event. Can anybody correct me if I'm not mistaken? But I'm pretty sure I'm correct. Right now they're doing the WBC flyweight fight. Round 6 of 12, Rodriguez versus Gonzalez. I think if I'm not mistaken, Rodriguez was a minus 1200. Israel Gonzalez a plus 750. So that fight is going on right now, and then after that will be the main event, guys. So guys, keep it locked. Sorry that I'm so late. I wanted to really come on and just hang out with you guys. Babyface, welcome to the stream. What's up? What time does Canelo fight start? Yeah, it should be the very next fight. Be ready. Felix El Gato says, Saludos de Chapala, Jalisco, Mexico. Great to see you, Miller. Always have to spend time with your family. Spending Mexican Independence Day beautifully. Viva Mexico. Yo, Felix, thank you so much for being here, for showing love. We appreciate you, man. Always showing love. After this will be the main event, guys, so I truly can't wait for that. The Soviet style makes for a headache in the best of boxers. Look at the dominance of the heavyweights with the Klitschko's, and now with Usyk and Beterbiev now. There's, in a sense, taking over boxing. Nigeria and Dagestan and overseas taking over the UFC. Like you see Rachmanov making his way up. Hamza, let's see what he does. Akhmedov, Ankalaev, I think too, right? Yeah, so there's just so many people that like that Soviet style, Russian style is just taking over. It looks like Joshua versus Tyson Fury is gonna happen as well too, right? So it's great to see Magomed Ankalaev, bro, a freaking monster as well. So Canelo with the white t-shirt. Let's see. Yeah, yo, they don't play with that. But he's getting warmed up behind the scenes, has his hands wrapped. He'll be ready to go soon, guys. Truly can't wait, man. I'm just happy to be here. Yo, Plugs, welcome to the stream, man. I was rushing on my way home just for you, Plugs. welcome, my guy. I really wanted to make the stream happen. You're a big reason why, honestly, as crazy as it sounds. Now, my camera looks pretty damn dark. Let me do one thing real quick, guys.
Best round of the fight for Bam, though, Daniel.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He definitely did some wonders in that last round, making this fight up for grabs now.
Round 7.
Is that too bright? No, that looks a lot better, I feel like, right? I hope that looks okay, guys. It was just super dark. But there we go. Hey, Miller, it's the fight of the decade, Triple G, to stop Canelo, round number 9. Bro, I had to think about it real quick. My brother-in-law, I think he said Triple G gets it done tonight, round 9 as well, too, if I'm not mistaken. Buster, welcome to the stream. Saludo desde Venezuela. Jonathan Barrios, welcome to the stream as well. We got Venezuela in the building. Only the Brit Bongers want to see that fight. The fight fans want Fury versus Usyk. Yeah. And Beta, listen, I don't know if I'm being too what's the word? Not even pensive, too critical and assuming. I don't know if this is a huge assumption. Listen, Beta, I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts, bro, because I feel like you always keep it honest. I think Fury doesn't want that fight. The more, he wants Joshua after he lost 2 times in a row. If I'm Fury, And if I want that Usyk fight to happen, it'll happen. But they're talking about the Joshua fight. I think Fury kind of fears in a sense that Usyk might be trouble for him unless he wants to fight him after Joshua. But maybe he wants to dominate Joshua and beat him in more dramatic fashion before facing Fury to show, Usyk to show that he's, I don't know, better than Usyk. But listen, I think he's somewhat worried about that fight. Speaking of Tyson Fury, I don't know. Spider-Man, welcome to the stream and thank you for subscribing, my guy. Thank you for being here. Oh, by the way, cool setup. Thank you, man. We're trying to improve the stream, trying to make it look better. I've been adding lights. I've been adding, streams every Monday. I know I've said, and I feel so bad that I'm trying to do Thursdays, but we're trying to make that happen. Just been really quite busy lately and trying to just add more content, but slowly but surely we'll make that happen, guys. It's just a matter of time, and I want to be consistent with that. You see that one of Joshua's coaches says that he beats Usyk in a third fight. Listen, a coach, a trainer is always going to say that, but the fans know. The fans know what will really happen, and I think it's fair to say that no, I don't think Fury ever beats. Joshua ever beats Usyk. I think Usyk just has his number. It's one of those matchups that he just has his number. Let me also suggest, let's also try to do something here where, give me 1 second. All right, let me close this. I would like to, if it's possible, allow people to call in and share their thoughts on who's going to win between Gennady and Canelo Alvarez. So let me switch something real quick. I need to get a new email for something like millerdc@whatever.com or at Gmail or whatever, just because Trucker Gang doesn't really sound that professional. What's going on here? There we go. You can call in live now if you really want to share your thoughts on who's going to win tonight. So I'll put that up, 267-545-8096. We'd love to hear people's thoughts. How are you doing? Spider-Man, I'm doing quite well, man. Just got home from a little vacation. It was nice to be out with the family. I didn't realize how much I needed to just go for a nice long drive with the wife and the baby and just have a nice conversation, man. As crazy as that sounds. It felt great to just sit back, talk, relax, talk about life, our marriage, our kid, and, things of that nature. And I know most of you guys are thinking, what the hell are you talking about? But I just figured I'd tell you. I was asked how I was doing, so I had to share. Beta says, I think he has reservations, but I truly believe he wants that $500 million fight at Wembley so he can say he will retire before he has to fight Usyk. Yeah. Listen, I feel that way too. I think he has reservations. I think he wants to maybe lock that money in before he sees Usyk and potentially loses to him. And listen, I wouldn't be surprised if Fury wins that fight as well too. Fury just being the natural bigger man by 6 inches as far as height advantage. I just think he's kind of avoiding the Usyk fight as best as possible, or as much as possible. In the meantime, what happens for Usyk next, as far as who he gets next, I would love to hear who you guys would like to see in that aspect. But yeah, my man Cole, afternoon, good sir. He says, using my other channel to watch and hear your calls. Blessings to you and the family. Cole, welcome to the stream. I can't wait to call the Canelo versus Triple G. I would love to see Canelo in prime fashion, as far as I know he's 40 years old, but to give a legendary performance. I hope we get a better fight than most people expect, because I think a lot of people are mostly saying, you know what, Triple G 40 years old, over the hill. This is a fight where Canelo is able to make a statement and leave no doubt, I think, is how a lot of people feel. And I feel that way myself. But if I could see Canelo be challenged by Triple G, maybe Triple G pulling off a performance where we have in question who really won, that would be great to see as well too. Gonzalez applying the pressure now too. We're in round number 8 of 12, 1 minute and 22 seconds left on the clock. Let me also have everything ready because we want to have everything locked in. So let me change this. In the meantime, guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, #1 commentary channel on YouTube. I'm good too, says Spider-Man. Let's go. Plugs is on. Body shot. Let's see where Plugs said. You see, let's see. Canelo via body shot TKO. What round, Plugs? Talk to me. Ooh, nice left straight to the body by Rodriguez. But it was a little bit low. I think it's Kenny Bayless, the one refereeing. He says he puts a stop to it. Tell them to go to their respective corners. He asks him if he's okay, but warns Rodriguez to keep his hands up. We're in round number 8 of 12. Nice straight right hand by Gonzalez here. As he backs off, gets caught with a jab. Nice straight right hand to the body again by Gonzalez. Gets caught with a jab upstairs. He's putting some good work to the body here. Nice straight right hand upstairs now for Gonzalez. Just touching the chin, says Sergio Mora. Nice strong jab down the middle for Rodriguez. Nice right hook to the body. And that knocks down Gonzalez. I think that was on the belt line. He's taking 1 point away. Let's actually see if it was low. The commentators felt that it was on the belt line. Let's see. He's giving him 5 minutes. Please, DAZN, give us a replay. By the way, any of you guys have DAZN? I thought the reason to have DAZN was to not pay pay-per-view. Let's see. Oh, it was low. It was low. It was low. Clearly low. Clearly low. Clearly low. He took a point, but he's going to start it back up. Yeah, $65 for this, bro? How do you guys feel about that? Is that fair? I felt like as a DAZN member, I should have got some kind of discount. Crazy. Even if Triple G has a great night, Canelo lost his last fight, which means he's getting a gift as long as he stays on his feet, right? Yeah, let's say Gennady wins 8 rounds to 4, then he loses 8 rounds to 4 or something like that, beta, right? Like, what's going on? And with DAZN and their prior relationship, you know, anything that's relatively close in any capacity in this fight, you know they're going to gift it to Canelo. That happened in the first fight, man. I think that I want to maybe make a video of like the top 5 robberies in the last, I don't know, few years or something like that, or the ones that I personally like feel they were robberies, like Sanhagen versus Dillashaw. I would have to watch again because that might be one. Triple G versus Canelo. Li Jingliang that fought last week against Daniel Rodriguez. Like, there has been a few good amount of robberies. Some people feel Whitaker and Adesanya was a robbery as well too. So I feel like my voice feels weird today, guys, but that's expensive. Yeah, $65, bro. They should have gave like some kind of discount to the people that have DAZN already and pay $20 a month, which is kind of crazy. I paid the $100 for the whole year, but I mean, it is Canelo. I guess they need to get that bread. They gave that man the first 4 in his fight against Bivol, which is ludicrous. Like, there has to be, I mean, we've been saying this for decades, fans and spectators. There needs to be something done about the robberies and the favoritism for the fighter that brings in more money. But boxing is one of the dirtiest sports in history, probably the dirtiest sport in history. If you look at all the events that has happened throughout the years and decades, Primo Carnera is a great example, right? Of all the fights that he was gifted, how the mob has ran boxing throughout decades and decades, how fighters have admitted to taking the dive. Nice straight 1-2 upstairs by Rodriguez here in the 9th round of a scheduled 12. And there, ooh, nice right hook to the body by Gonzalez. These fighters are putting on an impressive pace. They're in round number 9 of 12, about to go into the championship rounds if they get through this 140. Nice straight left down the middle for Rodriguez. Then a left uppercut from the inside. Another left straight upstairs, but Gonzalez taking these punches quite well, not showing that he's hurt. But Gonzalez gets applied the pressure by Rodriguez. Keeps walking forward. Rodriguez looking very focused. Nice strong jab upstairs again for Rodriguez. Has a beautiful 1-2. Speaking of Rodriguez. Nice right hook to the body, then a left hook to the body for Gonzalez. We have ourselves a fight, ladies and gentlemen. It's expensive, Cole. Buster says, yeah, good idea. Last 2 fights between Canelo versus Golovkin would be in. I think Canelo's great, but Golovkin got robbed. Absolutely, especially the first fight. Yeah, I would love to make a video on that, Buster, but there has just been some atrocious robberies. I think Castillo versus Mayweather 1 was a robbery for Mayweather, even though Mayweather had a bad shoulder and he won decisively in the second fight. But still, I thought that was a robbery. Man, we could talk robberies all day as far as boxing. Give me some of your favorite robberies. If you guys are in the chat, some of your favorite, or just not even favorite, because how do you say a favorite robbery? But some of the fights that you thought were just the most atrocious robberies in history. You guys let me know. Making sure the wifey didn't text me, making me sure. That was a while ago, so he should be good. Cole says, boxing has a very dark history. I rate football, soccer to be another corrupt sport than the Olympics. Interesting. I wouldn't know enough about soccer and their history with corruption. But as far as boxing, very vividly. You couldn't get a title shot back in the 1950s, 1960s. I don't know if you could go deep into the 1970s maybe, but I think possibly so, where you wouldn't get a title shot unless you had the right manager on your side. And not only that, unless you took a dive at least once, where they would bargain with you and they would say, from the books I've been reading on, Joe Louis, there's a boxing mafia book that's really good. Also the Rocky Marciano book called Unbeaten. I think I have it back here. I don't know where it's at. Oh, it's up there. Where in the Rocky Marciano era, he never lost. But yeah, where if you wanted a title fight, you would at least have to take the dive once when you were expected to win, just to be granted a title shot, just to do that favor, quote unquote, for the managers. It's just been a corrupt sport by far, possibly the worst in my opinion. The 90s trials exposed the hell out of boxing was another crazy one. You saw how Mayweather got robbed. Who was the other guys in the 90s that got robbed too? Roy Jones got robbed. Very just absolutely ugly how the way he got robbed. Did Joshua get robbed? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember who else. What was the year that the Americans dominated? It was, what was it, 1987 or 83? I forget. The $1.50 by Marcel. Thank you, my guy. That it was I'm trying to remember who it was. Evander Holyfield, Pernell Whitaker. I forget the other names. The Black Hand is involved in all the sports. I would believe it. Marcel, once again, thank you so much for the 150. Appreciate you, man. Always showing love, Marcel. Appreciate you. Oh, Shakur Stevenson was another one against who was it? Robus. I forget his opponent's name, but yes, Shakur Stevenson got robbed. You saw he was crying, which showed I actually commend Shakur for showing all that emotion after getting the silver medal. Roy Jones as well too. Mayweather is just Roy Jones might have been the worst one out of all the ones that we've mentioned though. But the Roy Jones one was bad. It was an Asian fighter. Was it a Japanese fighter? They did a 30 for 30 on that as well too, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. I'm not quite sure. But yes, Olympic boxing has been full of corrupt judging. Yeah, the Olympics have been. It's just atrocious. I think it made Roy Jones go pro. It made a few other fighters go pro after their experience with the Olympics, and because of the money aspect. When you go pro, you make money. What was the fighter that said, "Screw this, I'm going pro"? It might have been Mayweather as well too. After he got robbed. Damn, what was the Olympic bomb squad of boxing? Boxing, Olympics, Evander Holyfield year. I'm pretty sure Holyfield, was it 1987? 1984. 1984 boxing Olympics. American team. Let me see. Pernell Whitaker, Jerry Page, Mark Breland was on it. He was like one of the best amateur fights. I think he's like recognized as. Speaking of Mark Breland, also the coach of Wilder as well too. Frank Tate. Who else? I need that list. Let me see if I can find the names. Gold, Steve McRory, Meldrick Taylor was on that team as well too. Jeez, man. Henry Tillman, Tyrell Biggs. That was a bomb squad of a year, man. Bomb squad of a year. If you guys can name a better year than 1984 for America as far as boxing, you guys let me know. As far as team as a collective. Oh, was he Korean instead of Japanese? My bad. I think you're right, Beta. I think you're right. On the Roy Jones opponent, where he got absolutely robbed. Hergovich versus Zhang. Poor judging, says Pop. Welcome to the stream. The next UFC fight nights are bad. Yeah, there's a few of them in a row, if I'm not mistaken, that are just not as exciting. Let me see if I could show real quick. Where's my cam? UFC events. I just pulled it up. Man, I feel bad for freaking Pat Sabatini, the way he got caught. Did any of you guys watch that fight? That was round number 1 of with about 1 minute and 9 seconds in, man. Sucks, bro. Dern versus Jan. Is Mackenzie coming off a loss? Like unexpected loss? Mackenzie Dern record. Let's see. Is she coming off a loss? No, off a win after losing to Marina Rodriguez. That's right. Damn, that was April 9th. Yeah, it was a split decision too. What were we looking at again? Okay. Yeah, that. Oh, I would like to see Sadiq fight as well too. Let me see another. Trinaldo, I'm not really like that big of a fan of. Is there anybody on the preliminary card? There's only one fight. I guess they didn't figure that out. And then after that, Grasso versus Vivian. Vivian, I like actually. UFC 280 though. That's what, October. Damn, that's almost a month from now. What's today's date? Today is the 17th. Wow, we would have to wait a month. That sucks, Plugs, to wait that long. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Next fight will be the main event between Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin. Yeah, not a lot of. Maybe there's a good BKFC fight that we could catch in between, Plugs. Maybe a good 1FC card. Maybe a good Bellator card. Does Bellator have anything? Bellator events. Let's see. Dan Henderson, wasn't he like about to retire and he's coming back again? I could have sworn he was in the octagon saying he's retiring. Yoel Romero fighting. I'm not that interested to see Romero fighting anymore, just to be quite honest. He just doesn't look like he has it anymore. Let's see. Bellator 289. Something happened. Below the waist again. He might be disqualified. Hold on a second. They already took a point away. Or he might deduct another point. That was definitely low. Let's see. That was low. That was low. Kenny Bayless made a mistake. That wasn't questionable at all. What are these commentators saying? It was a low blow clear, and they're calling it questionable. Interesting. I remember Holyfield got cheated in the Olympics too. Absolutely. My guy, Cole, I hope you and the family are well, by the way, Cole. Who doesn't get robbed at the Olympics? Ex Felix. Exactly. When's the celebrity boxing event? It was like a Misfits versus the Zone. Misfits the Zone. Let me try to find that out in a second. Yeah, because as far as the UFC, I don't think we're going to get a great card until UFC 280 October 22nd, which we go quickly to that while we wait for this Canelo fight. Bro, look at this. Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. Would love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. Piotr Jan versus Sean O'Malley. That card is going to be bumping. LP, welcome to the stream. Thank you for being here and always showing love. Barney says, New Zealand in the house with Miller DC. #1 commentary. Triple G all day, says Barney. You've reminded me, Barney. Oh, Beneil Dariush is fighting in the preliminary card versus Gamrot. Forgot about that. Bilal Muhammad versus Sean Brady. Bro, UFC 280, take my money. I'm not mad at that at all. Take my money. In the meantime, let me make a poll real quick. Who wins? Gennady Golovkin or Canelo Alvarez. Would love to hear you guys' thoughts on who you guys have winning for tonight. Is Gennady going to show, in a sense, a version of his old self? Is it going to look like, you know, fight number one between both fighters in Canelo versus Triple G? Or is it going to be something like the second fight where I thought Canelo put on a good performance, personally? That's what I thought. But I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. I think we're going to the main event right after this. As far as Jesse Rodriguez versus Israel Gonzalez, Rodriguez got to keep his shots up. Nice straight left hand down the middle for Rodriguez. Triple G says LP. Let's go. There's a good amount of Triple G fans. 280 and 281 is stacked. Who's on 281 again? Because my memory is not quite all the way there. Oh, Zhang Weili versus Carla Esparza. Adesanya versus Pereira. That's another one. Poirier versus Chandler got added recently, bro. That's another one too. I'll tell you my quick picks right now. I got Poirier, Zhang Weili, and Alex Pereira versus Adesanya. I haven't made up my mind on that one yet. I keep going back and forth. As crazy as it sounds, some people think that Pereira, because of his first two fights against Adesanya, he wins his third one. But I'm not so confident, man. I think Adesanya is a different fighter. I know he's not loved as much as he once was, and he has been putting in a sense some not so great fights. I'll admit, but I don't know. I think Adesanya is sharper right now. Do you think the extra 8 pounds does anything for Triple G? That's more comfortable for him instead of what he was going down to before. So yeah, and especially at his age, cutting weight, maybe going up might benefit him. What worries me is his speed and his timing going up in weight, where Canelo might be a bit sharper going up in that weight. He's been fighting like Bivol and going up and down and fluctuating quite a bit. So let's see how Gennady does in preparation for Canelo. And if he could give him any different looks as far as, I don't know, just something that makes Canelo retreat. Maybe Gennady watching the Bivol fight says, listen, I could do something in a similar fashion to give Canelo some trouble coming into this third fight. So we'll see. We'll see. Some body shots might slow down Gennady as well, too. And Canelo has some vicious left hooks and uppercuts to the body. I actually love the way Canelo attacks the body. That I have to be fair with. I got Triple G to beat Canelo, says Cole, with a smarter, intense game plan. Listen, my fear is, let me be quite honest, I would love to see Canelo win. Would be great. I would love to see Gennady win. But if the fight is anywhere near close, let's say the fight is 8 rounds. No, that's a little bit too much. 7 rounds to 5 either way. I think it's going to be a clear Canelo win, right? In the States, he's gonna get love. The judges are gonna side with Canelo because he's a bigger money fight, and that's just the way boxing has been. Not that it's good, not that we like it. It's just the way it's always been, right? But if the fight is close at all, I think they're gonna edge it to Canelo. So that's what worries me a little bit. I think Cole, personally, to be quite honest, I think Golovkin would have to have a out of this world performance to edge a decision. I know that's an unpopular or just sad to like really think about, but I think that's a sad reality that we face when it comes to boxing, guys. We're almost at 20 thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Ed Della, welcome to the stream. Says Canelo is a Hoto. I'm not exactly sure what that means. That guy Eclipse, haven't seen you in a while, but I remember all the OG names. Eclipse says, I think Canelo wins, but this fight will beat his body up and ruin his chances of having a successful rematch against Bivol. Says, do you think he wants that rematch against Bivol? I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but just hear me out here. Do you think that's something that he wants? He might not want that. Is there a way to show, not my viewer count, but is there a sponsor ban? What's sponsor banner? Let me see. Set up a sponsor to be able to edit. No. The streamer, no. Is there a way, member goal? We have members, but is there a way? I wanted to shout out members of the channel. If anybody knows anything about that on Streamlabs. You guys let me know. In the meantime, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin will be up next. Let me know your predictions. As far as a poll on the stream right now, 25 votes. We have 52% for Gennady, which honestly to me is quite surprising, and 48% for Canelo Alvarez. As far as the votes on who's gonna win tonight, which is quite interesting. I was really wishing there was a way that I could shout out my members. Let me see how this looks. Let me see how this looks. Member goal, widget. Let's see. Let's see real quick, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to fix something real quick. Member goal. Let's go to 20. Starting them out. What we have 10. And after, what's today's date? 09. Let's go with 30. 22 2022. Let's try that. I wonder how that looks. Visual settings. I hate the colors, by the way, too. Can we go white? No, let's go like red. Let's go orange. I don't know why, but I feel like orange would be a dope color on this. Guys, let me just fix this real quick, guys. Thank you for your patience. In the meantime, let's go with a nice little like, this might look okay. Let me see. Yeah, that looks horrible, actually. Let's see. No, that looks horrible. Yeah. 2 seconds. I apologize, guys. Appreciate your guys' patience. We're almost there. I like that. Now I just need one more thing, guys. We're almost there. I apologize for bar thickness. I apologize, guys. I'm just trying to make the stream look a little better. You know what I'm saying? There we go. That's too big. That's big as heck. Let's just throw it up like on the top. Yeah, we gotta minimize this a little bit. Let's throw it up like that. I hope you guys feel that. If not, it's all good. I could always take it off. Remember, goal. Bang. Throw that right there. Perfect. I'm gonna take off the call thing because maybe we want to accept some callers and we'll just get right to it, guys. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. We do have live streams every Monday. And we're gonna start adding some Thursdays. I promise you that. Just gonna take a little time, but we're gonna figure it out. I think Canelo, by the way, Clip says, I think Canelo wins, but this fight will beat his body up. Yep, right. Peace, Miller. Good to see you still doing your thing, homie. Thank you, Eclipse. I appreciate you being here. Canelo wants the rematch, but he doesn't need to fight Bivol again. He doesn't. And I don't think he's gonna be that great or that excited to do so, in my honest opinion. Love you, commentator. Thank you so much, Ed. Canelo by KO, keeping it real. Keeping it real, welcome back as well, too. What round? If you have it by knockout. Yeah, it has shifted a bit as far as the poll on the stream. 52% for Canelo, 47% for Gennady Golovkin. The main event will be up next. Thank you for the 20 thumbs up on the video, guys. Whatever topic you guys want to talk about as far as fighting-wise, you guys let me know, and we will do that. I appreciate your guys' support, guys. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Fixing a couple things up real quick, guys. Keeping it real has Canelo by KO. As far as what's happening right now in the event, Jesse Rodriguez is being interviewed by Chris Mannix. Up next will be Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's a -500 favorite against Gennady Golovkin, who's a +180. Let's see what my bookie odds has it, because we might want to throw something in here. If it's a +180 for Gennady, that might be a little tempting to throw something on Canelo. But let's see how they have it. They have it +300 for Gennady. Over 10.5, a -227. Under 10.5 rounds, a +153. I'm not crazy about these props. I'm not crazy about this right now. Let's see. As far as boxing as well, too, Shakur Stevenson also fights the 23rd. Let's see. Minus 454 for minus 454 for Canelo. My bookie has it. Let's see something real quick. Canelo says he'll stop Gennady Golovkin tonight. We'll see. We'll see if that's actually the case. Canelo Alvarez being a big favorite against Gennady Golovkin. Let's see. I'm going majority decision. Listen, that's a very likely outcome if the fight is somewhat close, Ed Della. Donde puedo ver la pelea online on the Zone, or you can hear the live commentary here. Besides that, on the Zone, you can order the pay-per-view. I believe it's $64.99 as far as the price of it, which is up there. Which is up there, and I wish it wasn't that much, especially if you're a DAZN member and a subscriber. But that's how much they have it for as far as now. To everybody in the chat, thank you for being here. A lot of events coming up as far as the UFC. It's going to be a while before we get a great UFC card, but in the meantime, we could make content, keep making shorts, keep making videos. Canelo looking to remove all doubt whether who's a better fighter, him or Gennady, especially with the first fight being so controversial and the second fight being somewhat controversial. He wants to close the book, close this chapter of his career against Gennady Golovkin, and he wants to win by impressive fashion. Whether he does so, we'll find out shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Risky, welcome to the stream, my guy. How you doing? KSI fights Gib next, or they're too good of friends? You let me know, Risky. Welcome to the stream. That's my celebrity boxing guru right there as far as Risky. Roy Jones made an interesting statement. They're showing an interview of him right now saying that Canelo coming off a loss, and he should have the advantage because of youth. This is a perfect time for both fighters to come and test each other.
Both of those fights were good fights.
Both of those fights were good fights, says Ryan Garcia. Canelo's coming off a loss. He looks very angry. He looks out of focus, says Ryan Garcia. But he could bring it all together and win and knock the guy out. To Ryan Garcia, I wouldn't be surprised if Golovkin wins. He's going to go with the underdog. Speaking Ryan Garcia, I don't know your thoughts with Ryan Garcia, but he has Golovkin winning. Ryan Garcia has Triple G winning. I'm sorry. We have seen the maximum of Triple G, says Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins, man, what he did to Trinidad, I still hold it against him. And when I look at Bernard Hopkins, that's what I think of. But then he's from Philadelphia, where I'm at right now. So, no, not Gabe. Who do you have him facing? Abraham Flores, welcome to the stream, my guy. Saludo Miller. DC Canelo via TKO in the 12th round, says Jesus. I like it. I like it. I like it. I think he's planning to make a statement. I think he's planning to make a statement tonight, Jesus. So let's see if he's able to do so. Rambo always coming through, man. Rambo's one of the ones that has been coming through a lot. Rambo, welcome. I feel Triple G. In what fashion does he win, Abraham? You let me know. The main event will be up next if you guys are waiting for it. Canelo versus Triple G. The moment we've been waiting for is finally about to be underway. I know it went live late, so I appreciate everybody that's in the chat that's ready to watch this main event. Is about to be underway. If you want to consider becoming a member, and it's not mandatory, the link will be in the chat. We finally got to 10 members, which has just been an absolute blessing and is appreciated by me. Want to quickly shout out 4 or 5. Can I look at for the channel members right here? Windy City, Steve Williams, Hito, Zelme. And then, Willie, let me see. I know my man Beta Quest is a member, but how do you see? Do you just hover? It won't let me see who this name is, so I would have to. I know what I could do. I know what I could do. In the meantime, give me 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate all the channel members. I just want to shout you guys out for always showing love, for always supporting, guys. Main event will be up next. As far as the channel members, yes, Speedy, Hito. I'm a member of my own channel because I'm gangster like that. Steve Williams, Beta Quest. Borracho, of course. My man Borracho wins a member as well, too, guys. Thank you to all the channel members. Up next will be the main event. John Counts, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Rhonda, welcome back. Rhonda says, Triple G by devastating body shot in the 10th round. Listen, I'll be quite honest. I'm surprised by how much people believe in Gennady Golovkin with him being 40 years old and with the second fight being closer and Canelo in the prime of his career, how you guys have, a lot of you guys have Gennady winning. As far as how you guys feel about tonight, as far as the poll, let me see how you guys have it. You guys have, out of 67 votes, you guys have 57% Gennady Golovkin, 43% Canelo Alvarez. So interesting, very, very interesting take on who's going to win tonight. I could appreciate a lot of you guys voting and who you guys have winning tonight. Quite interesting. I like it. Main event will be up next, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. We're just waiting on it. You know, they're going to delay it quite a bit. Yes, I was waiting to see you early, bro. Yeah, thank you, Abraham, for coming back. I'm sorry I'm so late. Thank you, Ed Della, for showing love. We'll be doing a live commentary, and it's going to be a lot of fun, Ed, so thank you for being here. John Counts, thank you for subscribing. It costs you nothing to hit the subscribe button, so hit the subscribe button if you're here. Let's keep growing the channel. We finally hit 6,000 subscribers. We're like 6.3 now, growing by the day. I heard Tommy Fury versus Tyron Woodley is in the works. How do you feel about that fight, Plugs? I want KSI versus Tommy Fury. I think that's a really tough fight for KSI, to be quite honest, Risky. What makes you want that fight? You think KSI is ready for that as well? I think it shows the best that I always like watching because yours is fun. Thank you. And listen, I would dare say that we do a good job. Let's say I like a fighter. I never try to show it in my commentary and in my opinions for picking the fight, whether I like the fighter personally, where he's from, his story. I try to judge it in a way that, let's say I personally like Gennady winning, Gennady as a fighter, but Canelo's winning, he's ahead. I'm gonna say he's ahead. I'm gonna say the fighter that I like is losing or winning, doesn't matter. I think we try to keep it as unbiased as possible. There's a channel out there. I don't even know if you guys ever seen MMA Guru, but him in Mexican martial arts and especially MMA Guru, he kind of goes out his way to like not be friends with fighters. And I kind of like that because it shows that he wants to analyze fights and give his predictions and his opinions as unbiased as possible. And I want to take that route as well too. I would love to interview fighters, and we have interviewed one fighter, but I would love to not necessarily be the heel, but kind of give our opinions unfiltered without a worry for the way people would counteract and share their opinions or fighters getting mad. And the reason I say that is because nowadays, like the media, you could tell a lot of times in these fights, and that's something that disappoints me a lot, guys. I know I'm going on a tangent, but the main event will be up next. It's so annoying to watch a fight. For example, I know right now we're going to watch Canelo versus Triple G. And I know the commentators are going to be a little bit biased towards Canelo because he's a cash cow right now, because it benefits them if Canelo wins as far as like pay-per-view sales and the future of the sport. Gennady being 40 years old. And it's just so in the UFC as well too. Sometimes you hear Bisping, sometimes you hear Cormier, sometimes you hear certain commentators. You can tell they side with a certain fighter. They get a little more excited when a certain fighter lands a big shot. And is that normal? Maybe. I just don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I think right now where you can see that the media is bought in a sense, I hate it. So I want to counteract that. Miller, are you going to score it? Yes, let's score it. I need to do, bro, I'm old school right now, man. Listen, I got a pretty cool silver pen, right? I have a notebook of the things I need to work on the stream. And one of the things is, see, I got like notes on like whatever. I know it's probably hard to see on the camera, but yes. Let me write down scorecards, like visual scorecards. I need to find someone that makes me visual scorecards. We need that really badly for upcoming streams. And people keep telling me, yo, you need like some, like your predictions on screen. people have been asking for that. Like, please score it, please, you know. And I would kind of say it off memory. Like, for example, I would say I have it 2 rounds to 1, 4 rounds to 3. I would always say that on stream, but I want to do a better job. So we'll be doing that. I need some kind of graphic on the screen. The realest in me goes Canelo, says Beta Quest, but I want Triple G to get his justice for the robberies. That would be listen, Beta. I don't want to sound biased, but it will be nice for Gennady being the underdog to pull it off. Especially, I always usually like going for underdogs as a fan. But yes, that'll be nice to see. But it'll also be nice to see Canelo look very dominant after coming off a loss. I want that because it'd be funny because KSI will fight him first, then Jake. LOL. Listen, and imagine KSI actually pulls it off risky. I wouldn't be that mad in seeing that. Depression himself says, hello, Depression. Welcome to the stream. That'll be great to see. Hey, Canelo versus Mayweather. Mayweather won. Yes. Dominated him. But Canelo was young in his career. Not that that's an excuse, but it is the truth that Canelo wasn't nowhere near ready. But I don't think Canelo prime Mayweather in the same way. I don't think Canelo ever beats him. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Gennady Golovkin warming up behind the scenes, wearing black gloves, a black t-shirt, black trunks. Canelo wearing a white t-shirt, red trunks. I believe they're only showing him from the waist up, but let me see. But he's looking focused. He's looking ready. He's looking slim. There's a conspiracy that the vegan diet hurt him in his fight against Bivol, but who knows how true that is. Oh, he's wearing white gloves with green and red. Those gloves are sharp. Canelo warming up behind the scenes. Let's get this fight started. I can't wait to go to the main event and cover this fight. Creed in the house, says Abraham Flores. Let's go. Any other boxing fights that you guys are excited for in the future? Because one fight, I think most of us are as well too. One fight that I'm extremely excited for, and I think most of us are, is Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. It appears it's gonna happen, I believe, November 19th. If that's the case, man, guys, quickly give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on Canelo versus, on Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts on that fight. Thank you for all the new subscribers as well, too. I'm looking at some analytics real quick. I appreciate you guys. Up next will be the main event. I know you guys are waiting on it. That'll be up next, guys. Appreciate your patience. Appreciate your patience. Canelo looking focused, looking ready. We'll be getting to the main event shortly. Thoughts on the iPhone 14? I have none. I don't know what kind of upgrades they made. I would have to check it out. Depression. No thoughts in currently for me. Currently for me, I would have to see. I have the iPhone 12, I think I have, is what I have. You seen Canelo is going to be in Creed 3? No, I didn't. That's news to me. I guess that's why somebody said Creed. Or Creed's in the house, says Abraham. No, I didn't. Do you think this fight will be rigged? If it's close, I think it's fair to say that they're going to definitely edge it to Canelo. No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule cannot be saved by bell in any round. Only referee can stop the fight. Accidental foul, go to scorecards after the 4th round. Guys, we're about to go to the main event. Good evening, Miller in chat. My guy, Jay Styles, welcome to the stream. Welcome. 50-50, that's a good fight, says Jay Styles. I think it's fair to say it's a 50 fight. I think that's fair. I think that's a great way to assess it, Jay Styles, because although I like Errol Spence's resume, me and we have a Discord. You guys could join the Discord as well too. Me and Beta were talking about just a little bit about Spence versus Crawford in our Discord, where we talk back and forth boxing, MMA, whatever. Where Beta, let me see if I could quickly pull it up in the meantime, where he put up the resumes, and then he goes, look at the last 10 for Spence as opposed to Crawford. Look at what Spence did to them as opposed to Bud. If I can remember offhand, there's a Kell Brook one. Okay, here we go. Sean Porter win by TKO. Kell Brook by TKO. This guy's a complete, like, just Amir Khan by TKO. Benavidez, Jeff Horn. This guy's just a monster, man. And I still think that what concerns me, I don't know if it's fair, but is whether unanimous decision against Danny Garcia, split decision against Sean Porter. He beat Kell Brook earlier than that, though. Speaking of Spence, and he faced a lot of these fighters before Crawford fought them, if I'm not mistaken, in the Sean Porter fight as well, too, right? Danny Garcia beat him. Dennis Ugas by TKO. I'm telling you, Spence is special. So is Crawford. But Spence has fought Kell Brook and Sean Porter before Terrence Crawford, and I think that's very important to bring up. And Amir Khan doesn't have a chin, so TKO doesn't surprise me. I believe Canelo will be making his way to the ring shortly, but Gennady will be the one to make his way. They're doing the anthem for Gennady right now. My man is going ham with the singing. Errol Spence by battle, hardened, damage, says Barney. Full 12 rounds. Is this blasphemy, guys? Can I share something with you real quick? I don't know if this is blasphemy, and I don't know if I shared with you this before. I was talking to a guy at work, and I was talking to him, and I was like, is it blasphemy for me to say that Errol Spence, in a way, reminds me of Marvin Hagler? Slow to speak, the way he fights from the inside, but he also fights well on the outside. His power, his grit, his grittiness as far as like the way he fights. It's just, I see similarities. Is that fair to say? You guys could be like, yo, you're tripping. Don't ever compare him to someone to the likes of Marvin Hagler. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Excuse me. The Mexican in me hates that I'm a boxing fan and not a nationalist. Let's go Triple G, says Beta. He fought them at their primes as opposed to Bud getting... Yes, I was just saying that. As opposed to Bud getting the person after Spence did his thing. I agree. And the first person that I can think of most recent that was the biggest beef between... I don't know who you feel is a better fighter, Beta. We can talk about it. How do you feel about Mayweather and Pacquiao? Because... that was Mayweather's biggest claim or biggest argument. Is saying, yeah, Manny Pacquiao knocked Ricky Hatton out and a few other fighters out, but I did it first as Mayweather. Or I beat them first where those fighters weren't necessarily the same, right? How do you feel about that argument as a boxing fan? Because that's a tough one. Is there merit to that argument? It's a little early to call it, but I can see the idea of it, says Beta Quest. And I'm assuming you're talking about the Hagler and Spence thing. I may lean more towards Crawford only because he's got better footwork and speed and a really high IQ. No, Jay Styles. That's what worries me. Although I like Spence's resume more, speaking of Errol Spence as compared to Crawford, I could see Crawford's style frustrating Errol Spence. I could see that. I could see Crawford winning a decision. I wouldn't be surprised at all. That's a tough fight to bet. Like, I wouldn't want to bet on that fight because I could very well see Crawford winning. So respect to that opinion, Jay Styles. I just want to see a great fight, and I'm just glad we're going to see it both in their primes, right? Because there was a time where I was a bit, this guy's in the, or maybe that's why you said Creed is in the house. What's his name? Michael B. Jordan is in the ring as we speak. Mayweather and Pacquiao, we never got them in their primes, which is just tragic, right? But I think we're going to kind of get Spence and Crawford in their primes. I would have liked to see the fight a little bit earlier, but I think this is a great time for that matchup. They're going to perform the American National Anthem, and then we'll get both fighters to the ring. I truly can't wait for this fight, man. I hope we get a competitive fight. I hope it's not a lackluster Triple G. I hope it's not a lackluster Canelo, because that'll be really sad if that's the case. But right now, they're singing the national anthem. We're about to get the main event, the fight we've been waiting for shortly. Beta Quest says, the DC Fight Club member says, for the brutality of a Spence fight, It makes more sense than with Mayweather, says Beta, for the brutality of a Spence fight. Okay, Floyd took confidence, but Spence, I think, takes a bit of the motor functions by the time Crawford gets here. Ooh, very, very good argument, Beta. I like that a lot. I like the way you put that. It's different, right? In the way that Spence and Mayweather beat fighters, where, yeah, I could see how Mayweather took the confidence and Spence actually took like the motor faculties, right? In a sense, where they weren't the same in that aspect of where he took a bit more out of them physically. Miller DC, please score it. I will. I wish I had a graphic on the screen where you could see like both names and then you could see numbers in between each round with a total. I need to work on something like that, Jesus. I wrote it down because I really need to get to it. I might have to catch it as well too, man. Watching old fights is like one of my favorite things to do. Guzman Felix. What's a fight that I want to revisit? I saw Daniel Cormier versus John Jones 1 like a few weeks ago because I haven't seen it in so long. That's a good one. I would like to see Hopkins versus Taylor. I haven't seen that fight in a while, and I don't know why, but that's a fight I would really like to see again. I want to see I would like to see Trinidad versus De La Hoya again, just because Trinidad is one of my favorite fighters, and to see if with all the running of Oscar De La Hoya, did he still win it? I would like to see that fight as well, for that reason. J Style says, but Spence has great pressure. Yes, moving forward, so they are both great and a hard fight to pick. It will come down to who wants it more. Yeah, I really think Spence could frustrate Crawford as well. The same way Crawford could frustrate Spence with his footwork, I think is the same way Spence could frustrate where he doesn't go away, where Crawford is using a lot of footwork, but Spence is still finding him, maybe trapping him against the ropes a bit, applying pressure, digging to the body, slowing down Crawford. The same way Joshua, hear me out, had more success against Usyk in that second fight. There was times that Joshua hurt Usyk to the body, just what he needed to do more and he wasn't able to do so. But the way Joshua was hurting Usyk to the body and slowing him down, I think Spence could do a better job at doing that against Crawford, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to give you the most recent example where I think that's possible. Kiora Miller, what's up, Sanity? Welcome to the stream. I love when the Australians show up, man, and we got a few here, so Sanity, welcome. Thank you for being here. Spence basically ended Algieri's career. Then Algieri fought who? Conor Ben and got knocked out? And that was pretty recent. How do you feel about the Conor Ben, his next fight against Eubanks, Beta? Mayweather versus Gotti was another good one. That was just a clinical performance. And Mayweather, if you remember the interviews before that fight, Mayweather called it like, I'm going to just embarrass, like humiliate Arturo Gotti, where I'm just going to dominate him. And that's what he did. And that's what Mayweather did to a lot of his opponents. I appreciate Mayweather's career. And when he says the TBE, I think a lot of people take it the wrong way, where, no, I don't think Mayweather's the greatest of all time, because I think it was just a lot harder for boxers to prove their greatness back then as opposed to now, where now you could take one fight a year, 2 times a year. Back then it was completely different. I'm more impressed with older fighters like Sugar Ray Robinson and people in that field compared to Mayweather. But Mayweather did a good job in the business aspect, whether you love him or hate him. Chin was never the same after that. Absolutely. I hear you, says Jay Styles. Yeah, let's see. I would really love to see if he's able to pull it off. Guys, Gennady in the ring as we speak. Canelo will be out there shortly, guys. Truly, truly can't wait. Thank you for the $1.50, Marcel. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Main event, Canelo will be making his way to the ring shortly. I'm so used to saying the octagon. He won't let his son fight as a cat. Is that so? Is that so? Nigel Benn. Let me see. Hold on. This is 4 days ago. Chris Eubank Jr. breaks silence after dad told him to pull out of Conor Ben fight. Despite his dad telling him to pull out, the two legend. Are you sure it's off? Are you sure? This is an article 4 days ago, so unless you have something more recent, I just looked it up real quick. However, promoters on both sides of the fight have confirmed the event will go ahead as scheduled. Beta, with Eubank Jr. finally taken to social media today to let his fans know his status. Are you 100% sure? Is there something I'm missing? That's crazy if that's true. Withdraw. See, there's reports on it. Let me know if you have something that I don't have, because that is crazy. I don't think Eubanks makes the weight. That could be another problem, but they could always negotiate after that, no? Mayweather was the greatest in his time, not all time. That's fair. I like that assessment. I think that's very fair. If Triple G wins, do you think there would be a fourth fight? Ooh. I don't know if Golovkin will want it at this time. Like, if Gennady wins, he might want to ride off to the, to the sunset. I don't know. But then again, it might be hard to neglect the money that there is in a fourth fight if Gennady pulls it off. So if I had to guess, if Gennady did win, I do think there would be interest in a fourth fight, and I think it would happen at Della. If I had to guess, gun to my head, that will be my prediction, guys. In the meantime, guys, I feel a little lightheaded, guys, just because, man. Oh, guys, Canelo making his way to the ring. I played basketball with family and friends at a little vacation. We went away to a camp. We played basketball. I'm not joking. I got to that basketball gym at 10:30, 10:40-ish p.m. And we didn't leave till the next day, 5-something in the morning. Not joking. Like, joking around in the basketball gym while we were hanging out, but we ended up balling. We played 4-on-4, 4 games in a row. Then we played 2-on-2s. Then we played King of the Court. Crazy. I'm exhausted, man. I'm getting old. I'm getting old for that. This must be last bout. So you think he goes off into the sunset, Jesus? You don't think he takes a fourth fight? Can anybody update me on the Eubanks fight, whether it is off? Because from what I see, I think it's reports on that it was potentially going to be off. But I don't know if that's going to be the case necessarily. I will try to look up some more stuff. Canelo making his way to the ring as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. The main event will be underway shortly, guys. Truly, truly can't wait. The main event will be underway shortly. The fight is still on. Okay, that's what it's looking like to me. Maybe it's still on, but I know Eubanks Sr. is not happy about it. Yeah, he wasn't happy about it from what I didn't look into it too much, but from what I read in the little that I read is that despite his father wanting him to call it off, Eubanks is still on for the fight. That is October 8th, which I'm supposed to go fishing with some friends. Hold on a second. What time is that fight supposed to start? Eubanks versus Conor Ben, October 8th, start time. Before we get to the start time, 2 p.m. Eastern, so I'm not going to be able to go fishing for that day. I'm going to have to tell a friend of mine we're going to have to reschedule it. Maybe we could pull it more forward. Anyways, guys, Canelo making his way to the ring. Miller versus Jake Paul. I think, to be quite honest, I ain't no punk, but Joshua will sleep me because it'll be like a 30, 40 pound weight advantage, and he trains every day. But I would love to do like a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity, but if I were, I would love to do like a celebrity boxing match. I really would. I think I'll do okay. I put money on Triple G. I think he saw something in Canelo's last fight. Interesting. That's a good argument. Listen, what if he, after Bivol beat Canelo, what if Triple G saw something that he could maybe implement himself? It is pay-per-view. Yeah, I know. Oh, is it pay-per-view on DAZN as well too? It's not free? Are you sure? Is it DAZN pay-per-view? Yo, DAZN pay-per-view is killing. What's the point of having DAZN if they're also charging me pay-per-view? Jesus, man. I don't mean to be like complaining. But we ain't making that crazy money off of YouTube yet. So geez, man. You know I'm gonna buy it anyways. I'm talking all this trash just to buy it anyways, because I can't help it. I love watching fights. I put money on Triple G. I think he saw something. Yeah, and you put money on it too. Interesting. You put a money line on what? Like he just wins? Because he's what, like a plus 380. The Conor Ben fight is paper. Yeah, that's a shame. I got some what is this? Sparkling water? Oh, it is caffeinated. Damn. I don't know if I want to drink this right now, but I'm thirsty. Interesting. Guys, Gennady Golovkin in the ring. Canelo Alvarez in the ring. The main event will be up shortly, guys. We are just waiting on it. Waiting on it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens tonight. Canelo versus Triple G will be underway shortly. Truly can't wait. How do you feel about the Sanhagen performance, Beta? What's this right here? Cash App from my man Rambo J with the 10. My man Rambo always showing love. Thank you so much, Rambo. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I wish there was a way I could repay you. In the meantime, the best I'll do is at 11:40. My guy, he says with a $10. I appreciate you, man. I wish you could actually write a reply. Thank you so much, Rambo. I appreciate you so much. And then $5 from my man Beta Quest. Hold on, it's loading. What's going on here with Cash App? Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. The $5 from I believe Beta as well too. Let me check. No, Cash App like first. What's going on here? What's going on here? He says for the okie doke the zone hit you with on them pay-per-views. Bro, they did me dirty. Maybe they're going a little bit under where they have to like recoup money and they can't allow it just to be subscription based. I get it. It's business, but damn. Talking about going away from their initial business what is it called? Business their whole pitch of how it's supposed to be. You sign up to the zone and you get to watch these fights. I guess not. But thank you, Beta, so much for the $5. Rambo, I know you're out there, so thank you for the 10. Appreciate you guys immensely. It truly means the world to me. Buster Roberts says Errol Spence too strong, but Crawford one crafty guy. If it goes past 8, Spence by KO. We'll see, Buster, what happens. Listen, I can't wait. We're gonna be covering that here live. So if you're new, guys, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Helps the channel out immensely. Thank you, guys. We're already at 31 thumbs up. Let's get to 40. Miller, do you train? What's up, Uplight Recordings? No. I train jiu-jitsu. I train boxing in my life, but at the current moment, all I do is weightlifting. That's what I've been focusing on now, getting in shape, trying to eat healthy, as hard as that is, right? But I currently don't train. I wish I had the time to. And the day that I've been really thinking about this, the day that I do YouTube full time, and I really believe it could happen. When that happens, I'm gonna focus on training. I would love to focus more on training. I would like to train Muay Thai because I never really trained Muay Thai, and just grappling in general. Back to jiu-jitsu. I trained jiu-jitsu for a few years, of boxing for a little bit as well too. I think we got caught up with all the messages. Canelo versus Triple G will be up next. They're announcing Canelo right now. The fight is going to be on within a matter of minutes. The crowd going crazy for Canelo Alvarez. The crowd going crazy for Canelo. Canelo looking strong, looking lean. This might be an unfair assessment, but Canelo to me looks a little bit dried out. Could be wrong. We need who's the guy that does the natty or not videos? I forget his name. Greg. Freak, man. I hate when I forget something. You guys ever heard of what's his name? I can't Natty or not. Main event will be up next. Greg Doucette. We need him to know whether Canelo is not in the best shape. But we'll see. Maybe that's an unfair assessment. Guys, round number 1 is about to be underway, ladies and gentlemen. We are minutes away. No, seconds away. Thank you for the Cash App donations, guys. I truly appreciate you guys. It means the world to me. And YouTube doesn't take any money away with those, so appreciate you. It's Mexican Independence Day too. Triple G definitely catching it now. It's not looking good if you have Gennady winning. Guys, main event is about to be underway. And here we go, guys. Keep it locked. Hit the subscribe button. Round number 1 of a scheduled 12-round championship fight. Triple G in white, Canelo in red. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Both fighters standing toe-to-toe. Looping left hook thrown by Canelo. That just misses. Nice strong jab down the middle for Gennady. Another jab down the middle. And Gennady starts popping out that jab early in the fight. Yep, he's ready to throw that jab. Standing in the pocket. Nice strong jab again for Gennady. Right hook to the body thrown by Canelo. Doesn't land. Sergio Mora says he's going to be aiming at the body. Says about Canelo against Triple G. Short left hook partially lands here for Canelo. He feinted twice before he threw it. Trying to disrupt the timing of Gennady Golovkin. Nice counter jab upstairs for Gennady. I know this is early. I know we're only about a minute in, but I like what I see from Gennady so far. But he gets caught with a left hook upstairs. Looping right hook thrown by Canelo, this time missing. Jab sneaks upstairs for Gennady Golovkin, #1 commentary channel on YouTube. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Tries to slip a jab, but gets caught is Gennady Golovkin. Both fighters still in the center of the ring. High guard for Canelo as he keeps walking forward. Counter right hook to the body lands for Canelo as he used some beautiful head movement to land that, evading a jab and landing a right hook to the body. Gennady standing toe-to-toe. Canelo walking forward. Left hook upstairs thrown by Canelo. Just misses. Nice head movement. Slips a jab by Canelo. Gennady walking forward. They have shared 24 rounds together, says one of the commentators, and that is true. Who will benefit from that more? We shall see. Nice jab partially lands for Gennady. Nice head movement by Canelo here. Strong jab upstairs thrown by Canelo. This time doesn't quite land. Both fighters being extremely patient here. Canelo walking forward, moving laterally to his right is Gennady. Now circles to his left. Canelo throws a left hook, doesn't quite land. But Canelo keeps walking forward. Pretty close and even fight so far. Nice counter left hook lands for Canelo. Jab upstairs lands for Gennady. Gennady is nice strong jab upstairs again for Gennady. Gennady really implementing that jab here in the first round. Nice strong jab for Canelo here. Ooh, tough first round to call, guys, because... Oh, you guys don't have the round... Hold on. Oh, my God. Are we serious here? Let me fix something real quick for you guys. Where's my round timer and everything? Here we go. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make sure I fix something for you guys. Round number... We're going to be going to round number 2. I have it... It's tough round to call, guys. And you guys might not like this, whoever's watching. You guys let me know. I think that round could go either way. It's pretty close. I think it'll be fair for that round to go. Triple G established a jab, landed a few good, strong jabs. Granted, fair to Canelo. He landed a short right hook to the body, a left hook upstairs, but that's about it. Didn't quite land much. Joe Rogan in the stands with Dave Chappelle. They're hanging out watching the fight. But I had that first round going to Gennady Golovkin. I have it 1-0 going into the second. Newfound, welcome to the stream. Kenny, welcome to the stream. Anytime, Kenny. My guy, Will Ryder, welcome. Elo, thought I was late as... No, bro, I just got live not too long ago. Nice strong jab down the middle for Canelo. Here we go, round number 2 of a schedule 12. Big looping left hook lands for Canelo Alvarez. Here we go. Jab upstairs, sneaks a bit for Gennady. Gennady walking forward. Canelo adamant on using more head movement in this second round, I guess, to try to avoid that jab, but he gets caught with another jab. Gennady slips a jab himself. Another jab upstairs lands flush for Gennady. Gennady backing off. Left hook thrown by Canelo, then a 1-2, but evaded by Gennady. Nice strong jab upstairs. Lands for Canelo. Another jab upstairs for Canelo. Here we go. Canelo landed there. You could see the speed difference as Sergio Moore, and I have to agree with him. Overhand right thrown by Canelo. Blocked by Gennady here. Jab thrown by Gennady, this time missing. Nice strong jab upstairs, lands for Gennady. Canelo using a lot of head movement here in the second round of a schedule 12. A jab sneaks in for Gennady. Nice double jab, then straight right hand to the body for Gennady Golovkin. Strong jab upstairs, lands for Canelo. Another jab upstairs, lands for Canelo. Both fighters finding the mark. Another strong jab upstairs for Canelo Alvarez. Throws a looping left hook, this time misses. Gennady circling to his left. Tries to split the guard of Canelo by throwing their jab, but doesn't quite land. Counter jab thrown by Canelo, and he doesn't land as well, too. Short left hook partially lands for Gennady Golovkin. Right hook to the body. Lands for Canelo. Then a strong jab upstairs for Canelo. Canelo getting a rhythm here in the second round. Under a minute left. 40 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Jab upstairs for Canelo Alvarez. He's more willing to let his hands go here in the second round. So far leading it, in my opinion. Golovkin circling to his left. Overhand right thrown was applauded by the commentators. I'm not quite sure if that landed. Nice strong jab upstairs lands for both fighters simultaneously. Golovkin walking forward. Throws a straight right hand down the middle. Doesn't quite land. Round number 2 is over. I had that round clearly. I didn't feel too confident about giving Gennady that first round. But the second round goes clearly to Canelo. I have it 1-1 going into the third. Uncle Charlie Vivo, welcome to the stream. Gennady doesn't throw normal jabs either. That looks like people hitting brick walls when he lands. Facts, bro. Facts. I had that second round. Let me know how you guys are scoring it so far. I have it 1-1 for, 1-1 going into the third. First round was for Gennady. Second round was for Canelo. In my opinion, Gennady does have a stiff, strong, very, very strong jab. We'll be going into the third, ladies and gentlemen. They're showing replays right now. Beautiful left hook. He acted level change as if he was going to the body, but landed it upstairs. And they're showing a replay here. Gennady landed a left hook upstairs of his own. The 5 by Will Ryder. Let's go, Trippy G. Trippy G. Oh, Steph Curry in the stands as well, too. We're going to round number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Thank you so much, Will, for the 5, man. I truly appreciate you, man. Really appreciate you. Here we go. I have it 1-1 going into the third. Right hook to the body. Partially lands for Canelo. Nice strong jab upstairs lands for Gennady. That jab is just a thing of beauty. Nice and short beta that lands quite well. I'm in love with the jab of Gennady, to be quite honest. Counter left hook lands upstairs for Canelo. And Canelo walks forward. Left hook upstairs lands again for Canelo. Backed up Golovkin here a bit. Little redness on the right side of the face of Gennady. Another left hook upstairs for Canelo. He's starting to let his hands go. Pouring with the jab is Canelo Alvarez. Counter jab lands upstairs for Canelo. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell for post notifications. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Jab upstairs, misses for Canelo. Throws a straight right hand. That time misses. Nice strong jab upstairs for Gennady Golovkin. It's a thing of beauty. Let's see if he could keep throwing it. Pulling with the jab. Misses 2 jabs is Canelo Alvarez. Walking forward now is Gennady. Throws a left hook, this time just missing. Gennady walking forward. A jab, then a straight right hand, then a jab. Lands for Canelo. And the crowd erupts. Canelo looking sharp here in the 3rd round. Nice strong jab upstairs, lands for Gennady. Canelo walks forward. A minute left here, guys, in the 3rd round. Canelo backing off. Overhand right thrown by Gennady, this time just missing. Left hook thrown by Canelo, blocked by Golovkin. Golovkin circling to his left. Canelo chasing him around a bit here in the 3rd round. Jab upstairs, misses for Golovkin. Jab upstairs, lands for Canelo. Then he throws a left hook to the body, but blocked by Golovkin. Canelo keeps walking forward, being the aggressor here in the 3rd round. Counter left hook upstairs, partially lands for Canelo. Jab to the body, lands for Gennady. Strong jab upstairs, lands for Canelo. Canelo finding a rhythm here in the 3rd round. Canelo circling to his left. Gennady walking forward. Strong jab upstairs again for Canelo here in the 3rd round. And round number 3 is over. We'll be going to round number 4. I have it 2-1 for Canelo Alvarez. I think he's starting to pick up the pace, and I don't think Gennady's doing a good job of keeping up with Canelo Alvarez. Gennady Ward and Haney have my favorite jabs in recent years. Haney's jab against Kambosos recently. Yeah, Andre Ward. Oh, man. I used to love the way Andre Ward will parry and catch a straight right hand or a jab with his right hand, and then just right down the line, bro, like on a thread, just land that straight right hand. Wasn't with too much power, but it would just land beautifully, man. I miss Ward. I wish I got to see more of him as far as like in his career, but he hung it up, and I think he could have been still competitive. He had a lot of shoulder problems as well too, Beta. I used to love Ward, but Haney, yeah, Haney's jab right now is beautiful. We'll be going to round number 4. I have it 2-1 going into the 4th. Hagler and Spence tenacious is one word for both fighters. There we go. I'm telling you, I like the comparison. NHL, welcome to the stream. Here we go. Round number 4 for Canelo versus Gennady. 3-0 or 2-1 Canelo. I have it the same way. NHL, welcome to the stream. Here we go. Counter left hook thrown by Canelo, this time missing. Here we go. Nice strong jab upstairs, lands for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo backing off. Feints, throws a jab upstairs. Just misses. Jab upstairs, sneaks in for Canelo. He's applying a lot of pressure here against Gennady. Jab upstairs, lands for Gennady. Jab upstairs against, lands for Gennady. Counter left hook thrown by Canelo, this time missing. You could tell the difference in hand speed is significant between Canelo and Gennady. I think Gennady's going to have to make Canelo earn his respect with a bigger shot. Just hasn't been able to land it. Has landed some beautiful jabs upstairs, but not going to be enough. Overhand right partially lands for Canelo. Then a right hook to the body. Gennady circling to his right. Now he's walking forward. Right hook to the body again, lands for Canelo. Right hook upstairs out of a combination, lands for Canelo Alvarez. He's applying pressure, ladies and gentlemen. Nice strong jab upstairs, lands for Gennady. Has such a beautiful jab. Speaking of Gennady. Left hook upstairs thrown by Gennady, this time missing. Both fighters fighting from the outside. Left hook upstairs, lands for Canelo. Right hook to the body, lands for Canelo. Another left hook upstairs for Canelo. He's starting to separate himself from Gennady as far as landing the bigger shots and getting out the way. Being effective with the sweet signs is Canelo Alvarez. Feigning a bit here is Triple G walking forward. Jab upstairs, sneaks in a bit here for Gennady. Throws a jab then a hook and just slipped by Canelo. Beautiful head movement by Canelo Alvarez. 42 seconds left on the clock. Jab then left hook thrown by Canelo. I like that combination, but doesn't land there for Canelo Alvarez. Short right hand partially lands for Triple G. Throws a jab down the middle. Doesn't quite land. Big right hook over the top. Partially lands for Canelo. Canelo has a lot of power in his hands. But walking forward is Triple G. Pops with the jab. Part of it sneaks in here. 10 seconds left in the fourth round of a scheduled 12. Triple G walking forward. Closing seconds in the round. And round number 4 is over. I have it 3 rounds to 1 so far for Canelo Alvarez. First round was close. Could potentially be 4 rounds to 0. But I have it 3 rounds to 1 for Canelo. Who the hell thinks Triple G's going to win? What's up, Showbiz? Wiz, welcome to the stream. Canelo by stoppage within 10. He's starting to separate himself. He's starting to break away. Triple G's 40, right? Yes, that's his age. Bobby Horowitz, welcome to the stream. Come on, Triple G, says Cesar Hernandez. Welcome as well. Triple G getting stopped tonight, says Showbiz. I think this Canelo stops Bivol. I would be a little hesitant on that point, but Canelo landing even beautiful jabs. Are showing replays of it as we speak. And he landed a beautiful left hook upstairs that landed flush for Canelo. We'll be going to round number 5 shortly. I have it 3 rounds to 1 for Canelo Alvarez. And here we go, round number 4. Or round number 5, I apologize. Between Canelo almost halfway through the fight. And Canelo up 3 rounds to 1 on my scorecards. Here we go. Strong jab upstairs. Nice jab upstairs. Lands for Gennady. Then a jab to the body landed for Gennady. Left hook thrown by Canelo. This time missing. Gennady backing off. Right hook to the body lands for Canelo. Referee breaks it up. Canelo keeps walking forward. Right hook to the body again. He throws that hook very wide too. Speaking of Canelo. Nice short right uppercut lands for Gennady. But it's landing for Canelo. Canelo walking forward. Applying pressure. He said he will stop Golovkin. Let's see if he's a man of his word. Another right hook to the body lands for Canelo Alvarez. Gennady backing off just a bit. Lands a jab upstairs. Left hook thrown by Gennady. This time missing. Left hook upstairs by Canelo. Blocked by Gennady. Right hook to the body. This time missing for Canelo Alvarez. Straight right hand down the middle. Thrown by Gennady. Just misses. Right hook to the body. Misses for Canelo. Jab upstairs lands for Triple G. Throws a straight right hand blocked by Canelo. Jab upstairs thrown by Canelo. This time missing. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Helps the channel out immensely. Triple G walking forward. Jab upstairs lands for Canelo. Another right hook to the body. Triple G walking forward now. Jab upstairs lands for Triple G. Then a jab upstairs. Then a right hook to the body for Triple G. Thank you for subscribing, Cesar Hernandez. Welcome to the community. Jab upstairs partially lands for Triple G. Canelo being very patient. High guard. Standing in the center of the ring. Partial jab again now lands for Triple G. He's going to have to do a lot more if he wants to steal this round, in my honest opinion. Referee warns Canelo to keep him up. Alvarez walking forward. Overhand right lands for Canelo Alvarez. Then a left hook upstairs blocked by Gennady. But Canelo having his way here in the 5th round. Strong jab upstairs lands for Triple G. Canelo walking forward. Right hook to the body partially lands for Canelo. Triple G walking forward, throws that jab. Round number 5 is over. I have it. 4 rounds to 1 for Canelo Alvarez. I think he's starting to break away here in the fight. Canelo looks relaxed and in control. Steve Williams, the DC Fight Club member. Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you and the fam are well. And he says Canelo looks relaxed and in control. And I have to agree with you. I have to absolutely agree with you. He looks in control. He looks very comfortable in there against his opponent, Triple G, in their trilogy fight. You guys could become a member of the channel. You should see a link popping up shortly, guys. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, and all that. We'll make sure to put those links in the chat in a matter of seconds. It should come up. Might get G with a liver shot. Well, he landed a beautiful overhand right in the closing seconds, which I was impressed with. Canelo just looks in a flow state, Steve, I would say. Here we go, round number 6, almost halfway through the fight. Canelo breaking away here as far as dominating and controlling the fight so far. Counter left hook partially lands for Canelo. He threw it with bad intentions. Triple G walking forward. Triple G throwing a jab, missing it. Lands a jab here, but Canelo responds with a jab of his own. Overhand right thrown by Canelo, this time just missing. Counter jab lands here for Gennady Golovkin. Here we are in round number 6. Circling to his right is Triple G. Right hook to the body. Then a right hook upstairs lands for Canelo. Canelo Alvarez pushing the pace here in the 6th round. Almost halfway through the fight. Strong jab upstairs for Canelo. Counter jab lands for Triple G. But Canelo landed the more significant shots. Jab upstairs sneaks in for Triple G. Right uppercut thrown by Canelo, just misses. Another jab for Triple G here. Lands down the middle. I just think he's going to have to do a lot more. Power punches through round 5. 25 of 71 for Canelo. 11 of 46 for Triple G. Nice left uppercut to the body for Canelo. Triple G walking forward. Double jab. Doesn't split the guard of Canelo Alvarez. This time it does as he lands a jab. Jab upstairs again for Gennady. Better round so far here for Triple G in the 6th round. I got to agree with Sergio Mora. He says Gennady not really throwing anything that earns the respect of Canelo, and I have to agree with Canelo landing the more significant shots. Strong jab upstairs. Lands for Canelo Alvarez again. Will Ryder has become a member. Will Ryder has become a member. Thank you so much, Will Ryder, for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate you. Wilson, welcome to the stream. Gennady walking forward. Nice short uppercut. Partially lands for Gennady. Jab upstairs for Gennady. Starting to apply some pressure here is Gennady and land some more shots. Left hook to the body thrown by Canelo. Just blocked by Gennady. Better round here for Canelo. 2 jabs thrown by Canelo here for Canelo, but not quite landing. Gennady circling to his left. Jab sneaks in quite a bit here. Did Gennady steal this round? 10 seconds left on the clock. Gennady backing off. Both throw jabs, both missing the mark. Round number 6 is over. That's a tough one for me to call. Because Gennady did turn the tide a bit there in the closing minute of that round. Wilson, welcome to the stream, man. I appreciate you here. Triple G got the better jab and he got better work. Got to work it overtime to set up a very 2 to 3 punch combos. He does. He's just not letting his hands go as much as I would like. Can I get the silver glove back? Hello, I had to reset account the other month. Oh, I don't know how that works, bro. They're doing you dirty, Will. Hopefully you could get it back somehow. I don't know how that works. I'm sorry, Will, but let's see what happens. I'm so sorry. I feel bad. That round is a tough round to call because I'm gonna side close round. I'm gonna go 4 rounds to 2 for Canelo. I thought that was a better round. It could be 5 to 1 because Canelo could have potentially won that first round, but I have it 4 rounds to 2 for Canelo Alvarez going into the 7th, guys. Triple G needs to pick up the pace, different levels. He does. I think he's respecting the power of Canelo, and every time he does try to pick up the pace, he gets caught. So he's being a bit hesitant, and I can't blame him, but he's going to have to do more if he wants to win this fight. Overhand right thrown by Canelo, blocked by Triple G. Now Triple G decisive on trying to apply more pressure here. Overhand right partially lands for Canelo. Here we go. Triple G looking to pick up the pace here now more in the 7th round. Overhand right thrown by Canelo, this time just missing. Left hook partially lands upstairs for Canelo. Pouring with the jab here. Throws a double jab, doesn't quite land. Right uppercut partially lands for Canelo. Canelo with the faster hands here in the trilogy fight. Circling to his left is Gennady. Gennady circling to his left. Pouring with the jab still is Gennady. Nice strong jab upstairs finally lands for Gennady Golovkin. Close 7th round so far. Straight right hand to the body lands for Canelo. Canelo walking forward. Strong jab thrown by Canelo, but doesn't quite land. 1 minute and 33 seconds left on the clock here in the 7th round of a scheduled 12. Both fighters appear to have slowed down a bit here in the 7th. Double jab thrown by Canelo. Doesn't find the mark. Circling to his right is Triple G. Throws a double uppercut. Doesn't quite land. But he needs to let his hands go more if he wants to turn the tide in this fight. Big overhand right landed for Canelo out of a 3-punch combination. And he walks forward. Jab upstairs now lands for Canelo. Jab upstairs lands for Triple G. Throws a jab, then a hook by Canelo, but doesn't quite land. Both fighters in the center of the ring. Left hook thrown by Triple G, doesn't quite land. Left hook thrown by Triple G, doesn't quite land. Jab lands for Golovkin upstairs. Jab lands for Canelo Alvarez down the middle. We have ourselves a fight. Right uppercut finally sneaks in for Triple G. Double jab thrown by Canelo, this time missing. Left hook thrown by Canelo, misses as well. Moving laterally to his right is Triple G. Canelo now being the stalker, walking forward. Overhand right out of a 2-punch combination thrown by Canelo. Doesn't quite land, but he has landed it before. 10 seconds left on the clock. Nice strong jab down the middle for Canelo. Right hook to the body again for Canelo. And Steve Williams has become a member as well. Thank you so much, Steve Williams and Will Ryder, for becoming members of the DC Fight Club. And Steve Williams says, "It's all good, Miller. Great to hear you getting away with the family, reflecting on your marriage and life." Thank you so much, Steve. My wife and family are doing well. Let's go. Thank you so much, man, for the kind words. Thank you so much for becoming a member for another month. That truly means the world to me. Oh, who's winning? I have it 5 rounds to 2 going into the 8th for Canelo Alvarez. Good evening, everyone. Lee, welcome back. Glad you're here. I'm hoping Triple G gets better advice and increases his effort. I as well, Cole. He needs to let his hands go more if he wants to have a chance, but that's going to come with some risks if Triple G decides to do that. Interesting round there for Canelo. I have it 5 rounds to 2 going into round 8 right now as we speak. And here we go. Thank you so much, Whale. Thank you so much, Steve, for becoming members. I have a sick feeling Triple G will get stopped in the closing round, says Cole. That might be the case. Canelo really fighting a good fight so far. Jab, then left hook thrown by Canelo. Doesn't quite land. Jab upstairs lands partially for Triple G. Double jab lands for Triple G here in the 8th round. Right hook to the body lands for Canelo. Counter left hook upstairs lands for Triple G. Referee breaks it up. Left hook upstairs landed by Canelo. Right hook upstairs misses by Canelo. Right uppercut might have snuck in there for Canelo. Triple G pawing with the jab. Jab upstairs lands for Gennady. Jab thrown by Canelo, this time just missing. Gennady walking forward. Feigning a bit is Gennady, trying to get on the inside. Gennady throwing a lot of feints here. Overhand right thrown by Canelo, just missing. Straight right hand to the body. Beautiful punch by Canelo. Left hook upstairs lands for Gennady here. We're in round number 8. Nice jab upstairs, then a right straight to the body again for Canelo. Then he follows it up with a jab. Left hook to the body for Canelo. Right hook to the body for Canelo, snuck in. Canelo landing some beautiful strikes here in the 8th round. Counter left hook, partially lands for Gennady. Gennady walks forward. Nice jab to the body. Then upstairs for Gennady. Gennady has a beautiful jab. I love how Beta brought him up with Ward and Devin Haney. But Gennady with just a beautiful jab that he exemplifies here. Left hook lands upstairs for Gennady, but a better hook by Canelo. Follows it up with another left hook upstairs. Canelo Alvarez. Then a jab upstairs lands again for Canelo. Canelo just the faster fighter and using that to his advantage here in the 8th round. Nice jab down the middle for Gennady, but he has to let his hands go more. Counter right hook thrown by Canelo, this time missing. Canelo near the ropes. Can Gennady apply pressure? Nice straight right hand upstairs for Gennady, but he gets caught with a right hand over the top by Canelo Alvarez. Counter left hook again lands for Canelo. Then another straight right hand to the body, this time blocked by Gennady Golovkin. Jab upstairs lands for Gennady. Gennady walks forward. Round number 8 is over. Guys, I have it 6 rounds to 2. I have it 6 rounds to 2. How do you guys have it? Triple G needs to try to walk Canelo down, says Wilson Perea. He's having a tough time doing so. Caesar says, is Triple G's hairline that bad? Although I keep hearing about it on the Discords. Yeah. It's receding quite a bit, Caesar. I'm hoping Canelo will gas out just a tiny bit. He doesn't look to be doing so far, but he's going to need, as far as Triple G, he's going to need something. I think he's down 6 rounds to 2. Nice strong jabs that landed for Gennady, though. He landed a beautiful jab and a straight right hand. I still have it 6 rounds to 2, though. Come on, kick his ass, says Ed Della. On the fight as a whole, how's it been as a spectacle? Entertaining fight. Again, it's a fight that Canelo, in my opinion, is running away with. Here we go. Round number round number 9. It's a somewhat competitive fight, but Canelo's running away with it. But good fight nonetheless, but Gennady's going to have to do more. He's going to have to make a decision whether he wants to risk more, because he's getting caught with big shots, but he's also has landed some good shots, just not quite letting his hands go. Nice strong jab upstairs. Lands for Gennady. Canelo walking forward. Nice right uppercut. Lands for Canelo Alvarez. Jab upstairs. Lands for Gennady. See, Chris Mannix has it 8 rounds to 0 for Canelo, where I have it 6 rounds to 2. It could be 7 rounds to 1. 8 rounds to 0 might be a bit of a stretch. Nice strong right uppercut lands for Canelo Alvarez. Then an overhand right lead lands for Canelo. Jab upstairs lands for Canelo. This one breaking away here for Gennady. Jab upstairs lands for Canelo Alvarez. Referee breaks it up. Come on, Triple H, says Ed Della. Definitely C says it's 6 to 2. That's how I have it. Chris Mannix has it 8 to 0. How do you guys feel about that? For all the new subscribers, thank you. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the bell for post notifications. It's free. Subscribe and join the community. Damn, I'm a rapper. I'm like rhyming out here. Right hook again for Canelo. Right hook over the top thrown by Canelo. This time missing. Jab lands for Gennady. Left hook upstairs lands for Gennady Golovkin. And the crowd on their feet. Here we go. Straight right hand upstairs partially lands for Canelo Alvarez. Golovkin has to let his hands go. Nice strong jab. Down the middle, lands for Gennady. 1-1-2 thrown by Canelo. Just misses. Double jab thrown by Canelo. Just misses as well. Golovkin walking forward. Left hook upstairs thrown by Gennady. Just misses. But he's starting to apply pressure. Jab upstairs lands for Gennady. Right hook over the top for Gennady. Maybe Canelo's baiting him in back against the ropes. Golovkin walking forward. Maybe Canelo looks a bit tired here as well too. Jab upstairs lands for Gennady. Gennady better later half of the round, but a right hook over the top for Canelo. Left hook upstairs for Gennady. Crowd on their feet. Jab upstairs thrown by Canelo, this time just missing. 1-2 thrown by Canelo, just missing as well. Jab to the body, lands flush for Canelo Alvarez as the round ends. I still have it 7-2 going into the 10th for Canelo Alvarez. Man, it's becoming a better fight though. Golovkin is picking up the pace. I don't know if he's looking for a knockout, but at this point, in my opinion, he's going to need it to win this fight. In my honest opinion, Golovkin needs a knockout to win. He's down 7-2 on my scorecard. Chris Mannix had an 8-0. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a confidence builder. No one really wanted this fight, but now Canelo can get the courage to duck Benavidez or Charlo. Listen, I want that Benavidez fight so bad. Charlo, I wouldn't be that mad against either, but I think the fight to make is Benavidez. I thought before Canelo fought Caleb Plant, I would have preferred, even though Caleb Plant did a decent job, I would have preferred David Benavidez. Golovkin landed some big shots. Has either boxer suffered a cut? No. Round number 10 is finally underway. The 20 by Steve Williams. My freaking guy, man. Says Triple G must let his hands go. I agree. Canelo's putting in work and is ahead in this fight. Triple G needs a knockout. 6-3 Alvarez. You have a 6-3. I have a 7-2. We have it pretty close. Best commentary on YouTube. Let's go, Miller. Thank you so much, Steve Williams, man. I truly appreciate you. More than you know, man. Thank you, man. Wish I could repay you somehow, man. I really appreciate it, man. I just got to make more content, man. Thank you. Thank you so much, Steve. Canelo walking forward. Big jab upstairs. Rock the head back of Canelo for Triple G. Golovkin does have power. Referee breaks it up. That jab rocked Canelo's head back. He has such a beautiful jab. Speaking of Gennady Golovkin. Canelo walking forward. Throws a jab, misses, throws a left hook, partially lands for Canelo Alvarez. Gennady walking forward, jab upstairs, again lands for Gennady Golovkin. Nice left hook upstairs, landed for Triple G, but a right uppercut landed for Canelo. Canelo walking forward. Here we go, both fighters standing in the center of the ring. Left hook to the body thrown by Triple G, that misses. Left hook to the body lands flush for Canelo Alvarez. Double jab thrown by Triple G. Jab upstairs thrown by Canelo. Golovkin walking forward. Nice short right uppercut out of a combination. Lands for Gennady. Right hook to the body. Just misses for Canelo. Referee breaks it up. Both fighters fighting out of the clinch. Both fighters looking a bit more winded here in the 10th round. Jab upstairs lands for Gennady. Another jab for Gennady. Left hook to the body, partially lands for Canelo. Referee breaks it up yet again. Both fighters are a bit tired. Here we go. Fans want to see more of a fight here. Left hook partially lands for Gennady there. Then a jab splits the guard of Canelo. Right uppercut lands for Canelo. Canelo has such fast hands. Left hook lands for Gennady. Right uppercut lands for Gennady. Here we go. Jab upstairs lands for Canelo Alvarez. Double jab thrown by Gennady, this time landing to third. 1-2 thrown by Canelo, blocked by Gennady. Better round here for Triple G here in the 10th round. Counter jab, then another jab lands upstairs for Gennady. Gennady circling to his left. Nice right hook to the body, lands for Canelo Alvarez. They headbutted. Referee breaks it up. He says time. Go to the corners. That's the end of the 10th round. We'll be going to the 11th round, ladies and gentlemen. I have it 7 rounds to 3 for Canelo Alvarez. Can't win it on the scorecards anymore, in my opinion. Will he be able to get a knockout in these last 2 rounds? Championship rounds, we shall see. Agreed. Who wanted this fight, says Bobby. Triple G needs TKO to win. I agree, Wilson. Miller, next fight, Jake versus Canelo after Jake beats Silva. I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. Risky. I would love to see the Jake Paul versus Anderson fight, though. I saw the press conference, which was great. Jake Paul talking about Dana White, Tommy Fury, and a few others. But I don't think that'll happen anytime soon, in my honest opinion. Risky. There's levels to this game, says Bobby. Sounds like a lopsided fight, says Ed Della. It is for a bit, but Canelo picking up the pace quite a bit, though. For all the new people here, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up, hit the bell for post notification. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. And we'll be going now to the 11th round. Jab here, lands for Golovkin. Right hook to the body, just misses for Golovkin. Looping left hook thrown by Canelo. That misses. Double jab, lands for Triple G. We have ourselves a fight. Nice right hook to the body, lands for Canelo. Here we go. Right hook to the body again for Canelo. He's willing to fight back. Double jab upstairs, landed for Triple G. Triple G walking forward. There's about 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in this fight. Can Golovkin do anything there? Jab thrown upstairs by Canelo. This time just missing. 1-1-2 thrown by Canelo. Doesn't quite land. Gennady. Right uppercut partially lands for Gennady here as they fight out of the clinch. Canelo breathing out of his mouth quite a bit. Looks a little bit winded as well. Big right uppercut lands for Canelo Alvarez. Gennady walks forward. Strong jab upstairs lands for Gennady. He has such a beautiful jab. I wish he did this more earlier in the fight. Referee breaks it up. Both fighters looking a bit winded here in the 11th round. Now it becomes a battle of attrition. Gennady backing off. Now walks forward. Jab upstairs partially lands for Gennady. Gennady walking forward. Throws another jab. This time doesn't land. Counter jab lands for Gennady. Gennady applying pressure here. Gennady trying to be patient. Looping left hook thrown by Canelo. This time missing. Throws a jab blocked as well by Triple G. Counter right uppercut thrown by Canelo. Just misses. Circling to his right is Gennady. Gennady has to let his hands go. He has to know that this fight is away from the reach of a decision win for him. Referee breaks it up. Under a minute left here in the 11th round of a scheduled 12. Strong jab upstairs lands for Canelo Alvarez. Nice right hook upstairs lands, but a short left hook upstairs lands for Gennady. Another left hook upstairs lands for Gennady. Better round here for Gennady again. Left hook upstairs lands for Gennady. They're fighting out of the clinch. Referee breaks it up. Gennady letting his hands go. Had it 7 rounds to 3 before this round, and I think Triple G is winning this 11th round. A little cut on under the right eye of Canelo Alvarez. Throws an overhand right. This time doesn't quite land. Left uppercut lands partially for Gennady. Right hook to the body lands for Canelo Alvarez. Overhand right or right hook thrown by Canelo. Doesn't quite land. I have it 7 rounds to 4 going in to the last and final round, ladies and gentlemen. 7 rounds to 4 going into the last and final round. Gennady has picked up the pace, but is a bit too late in my honest opinion. He needs a knockout here in the 12th round. Let's go Triple G. Go for broke. He has to. Aztec Warrior, Baby Joker, says Daniel T. What's up, Daniel? Hit a like, chat. Yeah, hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. We have live streams every Monday, so hit the bell for post notifications and be here Monday where we talk fighting, where we talk MMA and boxing. And we'll be here again this Monday. We'll recap this fight. It's not necessarily that he's getting his ass kicked at Della. He is picking up the pace. It's just a bit too late. Now I want to watch the super middleweight tournament where Ward won his belt. Ooh, let's have like a rewatch of it. Like let's do that live, something like that. Yo, that'll be fun. Beta, Chad Dawson and Carl Froch fights were awesome. They were, man. Those were the days. Those tournament days with Ward were fire. Here we go, round number 12. Have you heard the rumor, right? Deji versus Mayweather. It's confirmed, right, Risky? I have heard that rumor. Right hook. I saw the flyer for right hook thrown by nice short jab upstairs lands for Gennady. Here we go. Last and final round. Left hook upstairs lands for Canelo. Canelo looking to apply some pressure. Straight right hand upstairs lands for Canelo Alvarez. Short right uppercut out of the clinch for Gennady Golovkin. The referee warns Gennady to watch his head. Short left hook partially lands for Gennady. Nice short right uppercut lands for Gennady, but he gets caught with a straight right hand. Canelo, Raiders or Cowboys? I'm an Eagles fan. Daniel. Don't judge me because I lost my membership badge. Let's go Triple G. We'll never judge you, Wendy. I appreciate your support and being here. Jab upstairs lands for Gennady, circling to his right. I had it 7-4 before this round. Short right hook over the top for Gennady, and he pushes Canelo away. Jab upstairs again for Canelo. Both fighters fighting out of the clinch. Referee breaks it up, separates the both of them. Here we go. Counter left hook thrown by Triple G. Just misses. Both land right hooks out of the clinch. Here we go. Jab upstairs again lands for Triple G. Left hook partially lands for Canelo Alvarez. Backing off a bit is Canelo. Left hook to the body thrown by Canelo, this time missing. Right uppercut to the body just misses for Gennady. 1 minute and 25 seconds left on the clock. Nice short right hand landed for Canelo Alvarez here in the last round. Referee breaks it up. Short left hook partially lands for Canelo. Referee looking closely, breaks it up yet again. And here we go. Nice short left hook partially lands for Triple G. Then a jab lands for Triple G. Right hook to the body lands for Canelo Alvarez. Triple G circling to his right. Left hook thrown by Canelo just misses. 47 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what happens here. Short right hand down the middle lands for Triple G. Canelo looks a bit tired, in my honest opinion. Triple G walking forward. Referee breaks it up. 30 seconds left on the timer. Here we go, guys. Triple G. Canelo Alvarez. Jab to the body lands for Canelo. Referee breaks it up. 15 seconds left. Crowd on their feet. Left hook to the body lands for Canelo. Double jab. Left hook partially lands upstairs for Gennady. They shake hands. They hug it out, guys. The fight is over. I had it. That last round was tough to call. It could have went either way. So my scorecards were 7-4 going into the 12. So it's either 8-4 for Canelo or 7-5. Either way, I had Canelo winning a decisive decision. We'll be going to the scorecards shortly, guys. If you're new here, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell for post notifications. We're going to the scorecards. Legend says Will. It was a good fight towards the end. It started a bit slow for Gennady. He needed to put the pedal to the metal quite a bit more, but I think Canelo was catching him with some bombs and some hooks to the body that really slowed him down. If Canelo loses, the Matrix is against him, says Uplight Recordings. Yes, I agree because I think it was a clear win for Canelo Alvarez, guys. If you haven't already, you could become a member of the channel today. The link will be shown shortly. We have a Discord where we talk fighting. If you like chatting with people, there's a Discord. That's free. You can follow Twitter. That's free. You could follow Instagram. That's free as well, too. Check me out on all those socials, guys. Monday, we'll be doing a live stream where we talk boxing and MMA. So be here for that Sanhagen impressive performance against Song Yadong. We'll maybe talk some fantasy fights on Monday and some boxing as well, too. Canelo with a clear win, in my opinion. Sad to see Triple G fight like age is catching up with him. Yeah, he looked sharp towards the latter rounds, but it was just too late. The judges are gonna have it 10-2. The funny thing about that, Beta, is I absolutely agree with you. I had it like 7-5 or 8-4 for Canelo. Is roughly where my scorecards were. What were yours? I don't know if you followed your scorecards, but yeah, I thought at least Triple G won 4 rounds, maybe at least 3. But I think the scorecards are going to show a lot of that, Beta, which is funny because we know how the game goes in America and how the game goes for the hometown fighter. Patrick says, glad Triple G took him to the distance. He gave himself a chance. He did give himself a chance. Canelo, not promised, but he said he will knock out Golovkin, and he wasn't able to do it because Gennady Golovkin is that tough of a fighter. Steve Williams, the DC Fight Club member, says, no robbery this time. Canelo got back to his winning ways since a loss to Bivol. Great job again tonight, my brother Miller. Thank you so much, Steve. I truly appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. And I believe this is a good comeback fight for Canelo after a loss. Here we go. Let's hear the scorecards. After 12 hard-fought rounds, here we go. We go to the judges' scorecards. Dave Moretti, 116, 112. And the other two, 115 and 113, so close. All three for your winner by unanimous decision. And still the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, and deserved. It was closer than we thought on the scorecards, Beta. That I could respect. The judges scored it fairly. Damn, so some judges had it. Wow. 7 rounds to 5 like mine. I said either 7-5 or 8-4. That's crazy, right? I said 7-5 or 8-4. So like a 3-round difference or a 2-round difference. And that's exactly how the judges had it. I believe they judged it fairly. If it was another round that they swung to Gennady, it could have been like a draw. Great fight, but KO performance by Miller. DC, I appreciate that, Barney. That's really nice of you. Boxing commentator. New Zealand out. See you next one, sir. Come by for Monday on our live streams where we talk fighting, Barney, if you can make it. I'll see you, man. Have a good night. Watch one judge is going to give No. They scored it pretty closely, Risky. Yeah, I just wasn't able to do it tonight, Wendy, because I was away with family. But yes, I would love to do the UFC fight nights. I would love to do the contender series if I was able to. So maybe we'll start adding that to the resume. Miller, always amazing. Thank you so much, Wilson. I'm like cotton mouth right now because long weekend. But spending time with family was beautiful, guys. Spending time with family was beautiful. I'll be a member anyways, but we'll be sick if you get the time to do so. Yeah, absolutely. I wanted to cover tonight. I just wasn't able to because I was away with family. But of course, listen, Wendy, as a previous DC Fight Club member, and even if you're not, as a person that just has been supporting the channel for like, I think a few years, Wendy, any suggestions that you have, please feel free to share because I want to come out with more content. I want to make this my full-time, I don't like calling it a job, but my full-time career or my full-time gig. I would love that because this is what I love to do. So any suggestions, Wendy, please feel free to share and hit me up on Discord or Twitter or Instagram. Any ideas that I haven't done, and if I can make it happen, I will. John Counts, he says, thanks. I saw you subscribing earlier, John Counts, so thank you for being here. Thank you for showing love. Guys, hit the bell for post notifications. Hit the bell for post notifications and be here Monday. Yeah, 3, I'd say, bro, says Wendy. He says contender series would be dope AF. Yes, I want to come out with more live streams, more videos. I'm trying to do it with the full-time job, so let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Thank you, bro, for the commentary, bro. Good night. El Flame, thank you so much for being here, man. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Guys, keep it locked. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell for post notifications. What time is it? 12:38. I need some rest myself, so I'm truly surprised by that. Not gonna let's be humble. Beta, they humbled me because I was talking trash about the judges, where I was saying, listen, they're gonna have a 10-2 for Canelo because any swing rounds they were gonna give to Canelo. I was surprised by the way they scored it. Great call, says Chef D's. Thank you so much, Chef. Thank you so much, Chef. Oh my God, I can't read right now. Appreciate your support, guys. All the new subscribers. Let's see where we're Now, drum roll 6,340, 60 away from 6,400. So thank you. Canelo being interviewed right now as we speak. Let's see what he has to say. He's a really good fighter. He's strong. He's a great fighter. And that's why we're here. I'm glad to share the ring with him. I'm going to keep going forward to keep my legacy going. Chris Mannix said he wanted to go for the knockout. Let's just see before we get out of here. Well, if Canelo calls anyone out, we'll talk a bit and then we'll get out of here. Everybody on your voted Triple G to win. What was the numbers on that? It was 53% for Gennady. He says I need surgery for his hand. I missed it. No way Triple G got more votes. I was surprised by that, Marcus. I said it earlier today. I was surprised. Contender series will be dope, Wendy. That might be something we might have to do. Canelo landed some bombs. He says it didn't surprise me, says Canelo. He's a strong fighter. I'm not surprised. There's been some great fights, some bad words between you two. Is this beef squashed? Is it settled? For me, I'm just glad to share the ring with him. We gave the fan 3 really good fights. I'm glad to be involved in that kind of fight. They're going to bring in Gennady. And another cat. Bro, you guys are sending the cash apps? What the heck is going on here? I wish there was a way, if you guys know of any way, if I could show cash app donations on the stream. But another donation by... Let me know if it whoever it was in the chat. Gennady being interviewed right now. And it was Javier who says, thank you for the play-by-play, the $5 by Javier. Let me know your name in YouTube if you don't mind, if you're still out there. Thank you for the $5. That was very recent. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Helps the channel out immensely. I'm gonna put more money into the stream as well too. Like all the donations I give, I promise I'll put it back to the chat or to the stream. What I plan to do is buy a Cam Link card, but a 4K one, so we could do like higher definition streams. And I would like to add another camera, so different views. So we're gonna work on that. Triple G needs to retire. He looked good today, besides just being too patient in the beginning rounds, but maybe it is best for him to just give it up. Maybe he does need to give it up. Old Warrior giving it his best, but yeah, Buster, he did give his best. There was some bad blood. Here we go. In your mind, is this rivalry settled? 100% says Triple G. All-time fighter, all-time player like Canelo. Like LeBron and Kobe. Michael Jordan, Kobe. Only one sun in the sky. You're giving boxing some great fights. Let's see if he announces a retirement. Will your career continue? Congrats to Canelo. To all the boxing fans. I have 3 belts at 160. I come back, guys, says Triple G. I'm still champion, guys. So he doesn't plan to hang him up. They shake hands. Beautiful moment. If you don't understand, you don't understand nothing. They hug it out. It's good to see them show respect to each other. Guys, before we get out of here, let's see. Here we go. You have 4 belts at 160. You made it clear. You have a target at 175. If Bivol beats Ramirez, is that the fight you want? We'll see what happens. Of course, everybody knows. I need rest. I don't mean to look into it too much, but when they ask him about the Bivol fight, he says, of course, and he kind of went like this. He says, he was asked, do you want that Bivol fight next if he wins it? He goes, yeah, of course. I just need a rest or whatever. I don't mean to look into it too much, but was that a little bit of like, I don't really want that fight, but I have to say I do? You guys let me know. We'll see. Maybe I'm reading into it too much. Bro, Canelo's needed surgery after his fight with Triple G. Yes, something with his hand, I believe. Yeah, Javier, there you go, Javier. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much, Javier. I voted for him because I wanted him to win, not because I expected this as well. And he says, Viva Mexico, cabrones. He says at the end, Triple G versus Charlo. I was hoping he would call out somebody. We go to the scorecards. Yes, sir. Well, guys, it was a very fun stream. I appreciate all the people that showed up and showed out. I appreciate all the Cash App donations, guys. That happened more often than not. I'll just be quite honest. No reason to not tell the truth here. That's what we do. Guys, thank you for all the Cash App donations. Thank you, Steve Williams, for the 20 on YouTube. Steve Williams always donates, man, and he doesn't have to do that. He also became a member for 5 months. Will Ryder became a DC Fight Club member, but he wanted his silver glove back. I don't know if there's anything we could do about that. Maybe you'll let me know, Will. Marcel with the 150. Will Ryder with the $5. Crazy, man. Thank you so much for all the donations. Unanimous decision, Canelo by Triple G, says Ed. Who won? Canelo, unanimous decision. The judges scored it closer than I imagined they would, to be quite honest. Good fight, guys. Let's see. He's gonna duck that smoke. Bivol is a young Triple G. Is it me, Beta? Listen, I don't mean to look into things too much and be mistaken, but the way he looked at it, he didn't look like a guy that really wanted that fight. Or maybe he just really means I want to wrestle and see what happens from there. I could be wrong, but it's the way it looked like to me. Windy City says, catch you next time, bro. I'll have my badge back then. Don't worry about it. Let me see if we could do the contender thing. Nice work as always. Best commentary on YouTube. Wendy, I appreciate you so much. Appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Wendy, Steve Williams, all my Fight Club members. That is just dope. I like that means the world to me to have members. And I don't mean to like say thank you over and over again, and it could get annoying. I apologize, but real quick, guys, real quick, one more thing before we get out of here. I want to say thank you to all the members. Will Ryder, Hito, Speedy, Steve Williams, Beta Quest, Zelme, Borracho, all you guys that are DC Fight Club members. Just want to say thank you one more time. I'm going to always shout you guys out. Caesar Hernandez says, cool commentary, man. I'm out. Have a good night. Caesar, thank you for being here. Try to make it Monday if you can make it. Marcus M says, Bivol should come down to 168 and see how it feels. He will get smoked at 168. Interesting. Still, he'll get smoked by Canelo at that weight. Canelo had to gain too much weight. It's just a big... It is hard for him to go up to 175 naturally, right? When he usually fights 160, 168. It's tough for him. AJ or Fury, who do you have? I have Fury. Marcus M. Now, Fury versus Usyk is a different conversation, and I wish that was a fight that they made instead, but that's not the fight we're going to make. Guys, hit the bell for post notifications. We're about to get out of here. Catch these Sands in UFC and Fight Night. Bro, I need a pee so bad. I need a shower. I need to get rested. If I wasn't so sleepy, I will give you some work. Beta, let's schedule it. Let's talk in Discord. Let's make it happen this week. Maybe before the live stream on Monday or something. I don't know. Let's make something work, Beta. Let's play this week, all right, Beta? I owe it to you. I wish I had time to practice before I give you the work, but we'll see. Beta, thank you so much for the support. Usyk or Fury then? Dang, you're making it tough for me, man. Fury, naturally the bigger guy, man. It's hard. I think Usyk is more skilled, more crafty, but I think Fury with that jab and just being, 6 inches taller, I think he's 6'9". I keep repeating this too. I know you say Fury 100%. Gun to my head, I don't know who I'd pick. I like Usyk, but I might have to go Fury. And I hate saying that because Usyk is one of my favorite fighters in the way that he fights, in his style of fighting. But nonetheless, guys, appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Fury ain't even a question yet. He's just the natural heavyweight. Beta, let's make it happen sometime this week. Caesar, have a good night. Will Ryder, Della, everybody else that's in chat. I think I have to go with Fury. It's tough. Does Triple G needs to retire? Well, he says he's not going to. He's going to keep fighting. I don't think he does. I think he got a couple big, good fights left in his tank, in his gas tank before he gets out of here. Not right now, of course. Yeah, no, I was saying in case you wanted to, bro, I need to pee. I need to hit the restroom. I need a shower. I need to go to bed because I'm running on 3 hours of sleep or something like that. But maybe that gives you time to practice. That gives you time to, work on your craft because I know you saw a bad outing of me when I did play. Let's see what happens when we play. I need to figure out the whole grappling thing in the UFC. Bye, Miller. Great stream. Bye, Marcus. Thank you so much for being here, man. Fury too big and skilled. Yeah. Well, I don't think he's too skilled for Usyk. I think he's too big for Usyk and has a strong enough skill set to use his physical advantages against Usyk. I do think that's a fair way to put it. But maybe let's talk about that Monday. That's a topic for Monday. I'm going to even write that in my handy dandy notebook. Guys, we're old school here. Usyk versus Fury topic for Monday. If not Thursday. We might save that for Thursday on a boxing stream. Guys, thank you so much. I love you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm extremely tired. I'm sorry. Hit that laugh gif on yourself. I got you. I got you. Beta, much love. Marcus, much love. Cole, much love. If you guys have good GIFs for me to put on my stream, please let me know in Discord or Twitter. Anything of that nature helps. Like, I'm just trying to improve it as best as I can, guys. Last time, if you want to become a member today, there's a link. You can follow the Twitter. You can follow the IG. You could go on Discord and talk fighting with me and Beta and everybody else that jumps in there. Who else jumps in there? A lot. Plugs, Von Blue, and all you guys. Did I miss anything? Take care. Go to bed. Ciao, bro. Cole, love you, man. You always show love. Have a good night. Did I miss anything? No. I'm going to get out of here. Much love. God bless. Good night. I'll see you guys Monday. Peace.
I'm the best ever. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Yo, bounce guy, go off.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize for absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Wilder's in a world of trouble, closing seconds. Can he weather the storm here in the third round?
And the ball is superlative.
Big right hook, lands flush for Cambosos, and that knocks down Teofimo Lopez. We have ourselves a fight.
Khabib Nurmagomedov gets a triangle choke from up top. Gaethje's out, and the fight is over. The triangle choke for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And Porter gets knocked down. He gets knocked down again. 10th round TKO win. Left uppercut, and then knocks out Leo. It appears he's out cold. The fight is over. It was a counter left uppercut, and just like that, what a left uppercut. I did not see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to admit, what a fight.
Nice celebration or a 3K video. I don't know, man. To hit 3,000 subscribers and like
Right hook to the body for Campbell.
left hook to the body for Garcia, and that knocked down Campbell. It was a left hook to the body. Campbell on the ground. The count is on. Can he make his way up? It appears he can't get up. Campbell on the ground, trying to stand up. And the fight is over. Ryan Garcia with a 7th round knockdown. What a performance. Guys, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. We're trying to do record numbers today. Ryan Garcia tearing up and crying. What a performance for Ryan Garcia.